All right, welcome to another BS session tonight, man. We got our usual suspects, and we got Jerry. You picked this episode, man. What are we doing, and what's going on?
We're doing the best albums of 1982, man. Just because I fucking want to. With us tonight, we've got Blackspinner podcast. The Master had a great show the other night doing Black Sabbath with them. Andy Rodriguez, what's up, brother?
Hey, Jerry. Hey, Mark. Hey, everybody. It's good to be here.
We got probably the best looking physical library of stuff I've ever seen in my life. Joesph Staub there. How you doing, man? Look at that background, dude. Is that real?
Yeah.
That is a fucking neat back. I mean, everything there is like neat as hell.
Just think if I didn't need money back in the early 2000s, I would have a lot more. I sold a lot of shit.
We're also going to have from the Be Cool Be podcast out. Al Horta is trying to get in. He's been going on and off. Well, maybe he's here now.
Let's see. It's
connecting audio. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun.
I gotta smoke a joint.
Connecting the audio. Oh, nope, not there. Microphone's off. Al, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, there you go.
I was just introducing you. Al Horta from the Be Cool Be podcast. How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while.
What's up, dude?
Yeah. And
So you settled down in Florida yet, man?
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second, man.
Okay. Well, let's talk to Charles there, man.
Yeah, we got Charles Trainer all the way from. You're still in Germany, right, man?
Yes, I am. I guess I'm on the guest level now. So, all right, let's go.
Yeah, Jerry.
Jerry.
What did I do, man?
Andy, I was thinking that you didn't say you went hi, Mark and Jerry. You didn't say hi to the other guy, man.
I was going
I
to
said
say hi
hi,
to
everybody.
I said hi to the guests first, man.
Well, I'm talking about
hi.
Andy. He said hi, Mark and Jerry. He didn't say Charles, so that's
Yeah, I did.
said hi, everybody.
No, I
I'm
said
just
Charles.
fucking with you guys, but Charles rules, man.
Moving on.
Charles is the fucking glue of this show because fucking people love Charles more than me, and that's fucking fine. But Andy, Charles, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
Nothing, man. What's going on with you, man?
Shit, Rick, get this thing on the road here. Let's rock out, man.
Let's rock out. Let's get to the BS, man. My new name here is Chowderhead Hypocrite. I've been called that, so I'm a Chowderhead Hypocrite.
I thought you were the corn dog king.
Well, I guess
Yeah,
I'm the
same.
I guess I'm the Chowderhead Hypocrite now. It's okay. I don't care. But let's get into the BS. We got John Mellencamp tells fans shut the fuck up or we'll end the show. Start with you, Joesph.
Well, to be honest, in 2023, I don't think John Mellencamp is of any standing to be telling any fans he's going to stop the show. And I mean, what was he speaking to all three fans at the York State Fair? Like, what's going on here? Like, who's John Mellencamp playing to in 2023 that he's willing to tell them to shut up or he's going to end the concert?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well,
about
you sold at the Ryman here in Nashville 3 days in a row, so he must be playing to somebody.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Apparently in Nashville. I don't know.
Well, his voice is kind of like this now, but
He should be in one of those he should be in one of those diaphragm commercials.
People are okay with Paul Stanley said, hey, what's up, Al? What do you think about that?
Oh, well, he's always been a curmudgeon, so I think that's kind of normal for him.
Yeah, I agree.
No, he isn't called little bastard for nothing, right?
Yeah. Was he chain smoking while he was telling the audience to shut the fuck up?
Probably. All right, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I heard he's down to 4 packs a day.
Yeah, he's got how many heart attacks? He's still fucking smoking.
Yeah, man. And then
By
Andy.
the way, you can see I'm in Florida right now, my new place.
Yeah.
That's all vinyl right there in box.
Motherfucker. All right, Andy, what do you think about it?
Oh, the dude's been a jerk for a long, long time, so it's no big surprise. And he's, the older he gets, the bigger jerk that he becomes. So, whatever.
Charles.
I've seen him once before, and
All
I'll
right.
never go see him again.
I would have liked to have seen him in the 80s when he was good. Charles.
No, I saw him in the early 2000s, and he was really good. He opened up for John Fogerty, so that was a fun show.
What about you, Charles? What do you think of it?
Well, I was in Cleveland and we don't fucking play there. So, dog say.
All right, and then we get to the next one.
I think that
Jerry.
I mean, like I said, he's always
You're the next
fucking
one.
been like He's always fucking been like that, dude. So it's no surprise. That's all I got to say about
All right. And then I just think, man, sucks that he's like singing like this now, but it's okay. You need to stop smoking, you little bastard. But fucking he's a curmudgeon. He always been that way. He did the book for Kenny Azonoff and he wrote the foreword for it. And he wrote in the foreword, well, you were a better drummer when you were in my band. So fucking asshole. And then we get to Rob.
People call him Cougar. It's not Cougar anymore. It's Mellencamp.
Yeah, it's John Mellencamp. Well, the record company used to be Johnny Cougar, and then he was John Cougar, and then he was John Cougar Mellencamp, and he said, "Fuck that, I'm going to John Mellencamp." So give him props for using his real name. But then we get.
I don't think it'd be cool to be called Cougar anymore.
No.
At his age, it becomes a bad word.
Yeah.
One new meaning now.
Yeah.
All right. And then we get to jury finds Danny Matheson guilty on all 2 counts of rape. He in retrial. He faces 30 years in jail. What do you think of that, Joesph?
Well, yeah, not much to say about it. If he's guilty, he's guilty, and he deserves to be put away for it. So,
yeah, isn't it sad seeing Hyde go to jail though?
Yeah. He always came off as kind of a bit of a creep anyway. So, I don't know.
That fucking Scientology is some weird shit, dude, man.
Yeah.
People get involved in that crap.
Voodoo. What do you think about it, Al?
Wait, so what story is this?
Danny Matheson is guilty on 2 counts of rape in the retrial and faces 30 years in jail.
Oh, the kid from
That 70 show. Yeah.
The guy from the 70 show. Oh, well, shit. You do the time, bro. I don't know, man. He's fucked up, man. You know, if it's true and, you know, they found him guilty, go to jail, buddy.
Yeah. They also put him in handcuffs because he's a flight risk. And I like, damn. What do you think about that, Andy?
Fuck him. You know,
Yeah.
If he committed rape, he should get all 30 years. He was the least liked character in that 70 show, in my opinion. I didn't like him much in that show anyway. His character didn't have to be there to begin with. So, I really hope he gets all 30 years and he stays there.
I disagree. I loved Hyde.
Why? Why? Because he was a stoner? His storyline sucked.
Hyde and Kelso, man. What do you think about that, Charles?
I mean, who cares? Of course they put him in handcuffs. You get convicted of rape, you're going to jail. Hey, dude, you ain't leaving. I don't know about being a flight risk. Fuck it.
Scientology people are all fucking flight risk.
Yeah. They got enough money to back it up.
Yeah, it's sad. People, there's commercials for Scientology. You may not know who we are. Why don't you come talk to us? I go, fuck off. Fucking science fiction.
Has a whole channel.
Isn't that 70 show out of Cleveland, Charles? Where's it out of?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. All right. Yeah.
Hello, Wisconsin. Cheap Trick, bitch.
I know it was somewhere up
there. So what do you think about it, Jerry?
All right. It's going to be an unpopular opinion. I do not condone rape at all. And you're going to find this hard to believe me defending number 45. But 25 years later, why? Why are they coming out after 25 years later? But I don't condone rape. I'm not saying that, but why?
Because they made laws that you can now.
Well, okay. I'm not saying it's right at all, but
because before it was too long to file charges, but now you can sue.
I agree he did it because he had no witnesses and he didn't even take a stand in his his own defense. So that tells you something right there. But okay.
Well, like
unpopular opinion probably, but I'm not, like I said, I don't condone rape at all or anything against females.
Yeah.
But man, what 30, 40? I mean, go ahead. Sorry, man.
Oh, go ahead, man.
I'm good.
I'm trying to get it going because we got a guy who needs to go to sleep. And then I just say that freaking Danny Matheson, if he did it, fuck off. He deserved the shit. If he didn't, fucking appeal.
I agree 100%. I'm just saying, why are they coming out of the woods 25 years later?
Because California and New York changed the laws that you can.
That's kind of shitty in a way.
Yeah, there is no statute of limitations in for rape anymore in both these states. So I'm
And
just
really,
saying,
and really, you committed a crime. You committed a crime.
yeah, you should. I hated the
No,
statute
no,
of
no, no,
limitations.
no. I agree, man, with that 100%. But man, why after so long? That was my only question.
The only
Uh,
thing I can think of would be that
Statute of
when it
limitations.
happened or shortly after, he would have been too big of a name and nobody would have believed him. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I can think of. And now that they just passed this law, they're bringing it up again because by that time it would have passed the statute of limitations. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
can think of.
Well, I was reading that the women were also Scientologists, and Scientology people, the higher ups, were trying to hide this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they don't want
try to
any-
hide everything.
They don't want
Yeah.
anything to get out of their own little circle.
Right.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's get to some good news here, man. Armored Saint to be inducted into the Metal Hall of Fame at the Whiskey A Go-Go. What do you think about that, Joesph?
I mean, one of the greatest bands ever. I mean, they're one of my favorite bands of the 80s. Just a great lineup of musicians. I mean, they put out one of the best discographies I've seen from any band, that one of the most solid discographies. And they're great guys. They're one of the like so many people say, they're one of the only bands around that you never hear anything about personally, that being bad guys or anything. So I'm all for it. I'm happy for them. So I think it's awesome.
What do you think about it, Al?
I think it's well deserved. I think they're one of the most underrated bands. They should be held in higher regard. Like Joe said, their discography is solid pretty much all the way through. I don't think they've ever really put anything bad out, in my opinion. So, yeah, man, I'm all for it. I love John Bush. I love them guys, man. So props to them.
Everybody loves Bush, dude. Come on.
Well, not everybody.
Everybody, I do. I love Bush. I love me some John Bush. Hey, Andy, what do you think about it?
I'm not the biggest fan, but if they were nominated, they've done a lot for the genre. Album after album. I've only heard one, which was their debut, and it was just okay to me. But that's just me.
The EP?
No, the LP. LP,
Oh,
not the EP.
March of the Saint.
love that album.
The March of the Saint. Exactly. Thank
Love
you.
that. They're better live, though.
And it was okay, but y'all will know more about Armored Saint more than I would. So if the fans like y'all know that they deserve it, well, good for them. Because the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame carries more weight than the R&R Hall of Fame.
We need a real rock Hall of Fame now. Can we get one separate here, like Classic Rock Magazine, make your own Hall of Fame? That'd be cool. Charles, what do you think about this?
Well, that place isn't legit till Janet Jackson goes in for Black Hat. So that's all I got to say.
Great song.
Why
Great
would
song.
we care about any Hall of Fame, period? I disagree.
Well, this is heavy metal, dude. It's a real award.
Who votes these get banned?
Isn't it that? What's that magazine that does it? It's
Rip?
I'm not sure.
no, it's
Is
a
it
heavy
Kerrang?
metal magazine that does it.
Is it
Go
Kareem?
No, not Kerrang.
Hip
Dang it,
parade.
hold on. Who does
Hit
the heavy
parade.
metal Hall of Fame?
Circus.
No, Circus.
Bad?
Okay, Jerry, you talk about it before.
Cracked. Cracked magazine.
Crack
Jerry.
Crack was funny as hell.
Who does
too.
the heavy metal Hall of Fame? Go ahead, Jerry.
No, but great band. I love John Bush. I think he makes Anthrax better. I listened to the Joey Belladonna era, by the way. I still don't like it, but I do like the Bush era, and I do like what's the fucking album you got me in, Charles?
Debut,
What's that?
Fistful of Metal.
Yeah, the
Does the
debut one
rock-
with
the
who was the
heavy
singer in
metal
that one?
Hall of Fame.
Neil Turbin.
Gil Turbin, yeah. I love that fucking album, dude. But man, I tried listening to Belladonna. I still can't get into that era. I tried. So
You're just pissed off about the Joe Jackson song. Come on.
about the what?
The Joe Jackson cover.
I must have missed something.
Got the time. Got the time. Tick, tick, tick it in my head.
No, and then everybody, I just don't think he's that good of a singer, Belladonna. Everybody loves his Journey stuff. I thought he was terrible doing Journey stuff, in my opinion. So,
I'm still trying to find out who runs the fucking heavy metal Hall of Fame. It's some fucking magazine that's been doing it.
Just get to it later, man. Let's keep this thing
Yeah,
on.
I'm looking
I'm
it up.
Jerry, I'm sure we'll
and-
talk about a good Journey release that came out
Randy
this
of the
week.
Redwoods. Randy of the Redwoods votes him in.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Metal Hall of Fame. Okay. This is what I think about Anthrax fucking rules. They were fucking with a bad record company called Chrysalis. records who doesn't know how to handle hard rock or metal. They're good with pop. They're good with rock. They're good with Huey Lewis. They're good with Pat Benatar. But they ain't good with fucking metal, and they don't know how to promote them. They fucking suck. They're a fucking asshole record company, and they should have been bigger. And then we get to fucking Jerry wanted to put this shit in here. I was trying to do no spammy news.
What? No, I don't give a shit. I told you not to put it in, man.
All right, then I won't do it unless Charles wants to do the spammy news.
No.
All right, then we'll skip that. We'll go to everybody we love, right? We'll go to Vinnie Vincent. Has a singer, then says he never had a singer and is now auditioning for one. Joesph.
I mean, it's turning into a sitcom. It really is. Like, what? And the fact that there's still like an entire Facebook page of people that like believe his stuff and are willing to pay thousands of dollars to go see
Worship him.
his shred fest and basically go and like you said, basically go and like it's like a worship service for them. Like, what is going? Like, he was like, I never get like the idea that he was that great to do. Like, I love what he did with Kiss. But other than that, like, where does this idea come from that he was this like almighty savior of guitar players? That like I don't get it.
Bruce Kulick was better. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
What do you think about that, Al?
The fact that people are still auditioning for him, man, is
Right?
I sent in my maiden karaoke to him from YouTube.
Oh.
There you go.
Maybe he'll pick you.
That'd be funny.
And now,
Okay, go ahead.
even singer, Mark Alden Taylor. Oh wait, you're fired, buddy. See you
I'm
later.
fired. I got the job, and then
Well,
5
did you
seconds
see-
later, I'm fired.
Did you see? I saw Mick Watkins commented like before this whole thing happened that he was supposedly like contacted about being Vinny's bass player and like
Oh, wow.
got hired, and then
Yeah, I
they
read
told
that.
him like there would be no band and his services weren't required. So it's like,
Mitt Watkins has wild ride. He don't need no fucking Vinnie Vincent, man.
yeah, but that's a cool thing for your resume. Like, oh, I got to play, even if it's like one day, I got to play with Vinny Vincent. That's pretty cool.
Oh, really?
But like,
Everybody hates him in the industry.
The fact that people still believe any word that comes out of this guy's mouth is,
Yeah.
But then,
well, it doesn't
you know,
even. The words
you know
don't even
they
come out of
say-
his mouth anymore. It's out of this weird
Yeah.
Facebook account under somebody else's name.
Right?
well, you know how the saying goes: "There's one born every minute." So, you know.
And then we get to you, Andy. What do you think about it?
Oh, well, he probably thought that he had a singer until he found out. Well, he's all Mark Slaughter has his own band. What do you mean he can't sing for me? So, whatever. I'm not going to be buying it. I'm not going to be listening to it, so it doesn't matter to me.
Dude, Jerry bought the box set. He's still waiting for it. But Charles, what do you think
I
about
better
it?
get fucking 2 of them too.
What do you think about it, Charles?
I don't. I mean, I don't know. He's a hell of a talent. Maybe a better songwriter, actually, than even a guitar player, but I don't care. Honestly, I don't care.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about different kind of Kiss news, not the drama.
I know, but I've never, ever since that mini fest bullshit last year where he was above Ace and everybody
Oh,
else.
that was
Fuck him.
disrespectful, man.
Yeah.
Ever since he screwed over Decibel Geek, I've had no respect for him.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Chris Sinzak and Aaron Camaro, you fucking rule. I hope you're
Yeah.
watching. I love both of you. Jerry.
Oh, happy birthday, Aaron!
Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Aaron. Oh yeah, happy
Yep.
birthday, Aaron. I did say happy birthday. But Jerry, what do you think about this?
If you give that guy a dime one, you're a fucking moron. That's plain and simple as that. Guy's
Jerry
a
wants
fucking
to-
con artist, man. Well, exactly. That's why. I'm not a moron anymore. I was a moron, but not anymore. I want my 2 fucking box sets, man. Fuck you. Fuck that guy.
I want my 2 box sets.
Fuck that guy. Fucking
They're
him and
all
his
dead.
mean old
They're all
Mr.
dead.
Mustard. Fuck that guy.
You Mr. Mustard.
I want my 2 box sets.
I think Vinny is a fucking lunatic, and anybody who believes him or fucking need to go get fucking checked their head. Because
Well, Charles said the guy's a fucking talented musician, dude. But
I
fucking
never
up there.
said anything. I can't wait to
Definitely.
do Saturday show on Freeform because I got a lot of shit to say.
and I heard his last performance, he actually played pretty good.
Yeah.
Like he was back to almost shredding. So
He
I don't know. I
definitely
still
has-
wouldn't.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't pay fucking dime. Well, they couldn't pay me to. Well, they could pay me to go see him, but had to be a lot of money. But I could be bought. But no,
Yeah.
I fuck that guy.
Yeah, I just said fuck him. If anybody believes him, you need help. But let's get to something. Jerry says, "Oh, you had to bring up Ghost, didn't you,
Oh,
bitch?" Because this guy agrees with me, and yeah, Charles, you're right. I like people to agree with me sometimes. It feels good, you know. So, Paul Diano criticizes Tobias Forge's vocals on Ghost Iron Maiden cover. I'm going to start with you, Jerry.
Now he said he likes Ghost. He just said that Tobias didn't try hard enough on the.
I skipped
the very
that part.
first thing. The very first thing he said wasn't very flattering, but he recanted that kind of. So he's a Ghost fan. He just doesn't think Tobias put a lot of effort into it. That's all.
All right, I skipped that part, but Charles,
Of course you did. You only want to hear the you only want to hear the bad part.
Of course I do. Charles, what do you think about it?
Well, it's better. It was definitely better than if Night Ranger covered it. I know that.
Oh,
Just you wait for about 10 minutes, Charles. Just you wait.
I mean, I agree. It wasn't that, one of the better covers that they did. I don't know why they do so many covers anyway, dude. Just stick to the original shit.
I don't understand. You guys enjoy it. I don't. I'm just thinking his vocals are too generic for me.
The dude is one of the best songwriters of this decade.
I never put down his songwriting. I never put down the band. If they had a better singer, I would probably like them.
Oh,
his voice is too flat for me.
You're there every
I
time.
think his vocals
Brian
fit
Bellows
their
hater.
songs perfectly.
Huh?
Thank you, Joesph.
Anytime that Brian Bellows haters hating on Ghost, you're like little girl every time in the comments thread.
Hey, did I say he made 2 comments about how bad Ghost was? I just liked the comment, and I didn't give him a comment.
Oh, you hee and then ha.
That's right. It's funny. Hey, I like to have some people on my side about that band. Okay, you guys got millions of people on your side. I got 3 or 4. That makes me happy.
Let me ask you something. If there was a positive Ghost article, like they saved 100 children from a burning house, which you mentioned on the.
Yes, I
won't
would.
be on this show. Won't be on this show.
Yes, I would mention if they did something humanitarian like that.
Jack Blaze did the marathon across the country for.
What happened? Why is this fucking Night Ranger going? What happened,
I
man?
don't know. I'm just on a kick with them. I'm tired of making fun of extreme.
And LA Guns? Shit. Now you move, but you always move on to bands that I like. Can't you move on to a band that we both?
I think I should rethink
that. I heard that song, "The Secret of My Success," a few weeks ago.
That song sucks. That's easy. That's low hanging
fruit.
fruit.
Terrible.
Low hanging
fruit. Low hanging fruit.
Listen to the rest.
Don't tell me how it's great live now either.
It's
not. I will tell you.
I've seen it live. It's great.
I witnessed that song live. It sucks.
Ding ding.
Yes, come on. A turd's a turd.
I love Night Ranger, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But that song sucks.
Listen to that listen to that album and fucking Rain Comes Crashing Down is a fucking great song. Color of Your Smile is a fucking great song. They have 1 turd on that album, but you're basing 1 turd off that album and not listening to the rest. Come on, man. But let's get to you, Andy, about who were we on? Ghost, yeah.
I really don't care about that band. I don't care about their cover. I don't care what Paul Diano thought. I've seen them twice because once they opened up for Iron Maiden, and the guy behind me told me to stop talking because he couldn't hear the band. I mean, that's how much I paid attention. I was talking during their set.
Dude, you saw him twice. Lucky you, man.
Yeah.
Not to him.
No. And then at a festival, I walked right by and went to another stage. So
your credibility went up 1,000% with me tonight. Thanks.
That was the Book of Souls. That was the Book of Souls tour, right? They opened up for him.
Yeah. It was the Book of Souls.
Yeah. So, Al, what do you think about that?
I personally haven't even heard the cover, so I don't really know how he sang on it. I didn't listen to it. I've been too busy just with stuff, and I've only still heard the Genesis cover. That's really the only one.
Yeah.
I don't have the EP or anything like that.
I liked it, but I heard it 5 more times and I went back to Genesis. But
I think Jerry was saying, or who said, somebody out of this panel just said, or was it you, Mark? Why do they always release EPs or something?
no, I didn't say that.
No, I said why they do too many covers. That's my problem with it.
Oh well, they're it seems like the formula with them is release an album and then with EPs in between them. I guess to remain like kind of prolific and kind of just keep product out. They're trying to be like a band like in the '70s where they would you get an album a year, sometimes 2 albums a year. You know what I mean? I think they're trying to be prolific like that. So that's why they're releasing these EPs, I guess, covers in between albums, to kind of give them time, I guess, to work on probably new material and stuff like that. I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, if you're a big fan, I mean, I like those too, and I've seen them a couple of times. But it's not like I thought their last album was great, but my favorite album of theirs is still the first album. They were the heaviest on there. I love that album, and then they went in that pop direction, but it worked for them. I mean, they're huge, man. I mean, I went to the last few shows I went to them. I mean, fucking, families were coming and shit. You know what I mean? It kind of reminded me of Kiss in the late '70s, man. You know what I mean? Like, little kids were starting to come to their shows and stuff. So, maybe they're next. Maybe they're in their dynasty phase right now. The disco phase. Yeah. Maybe the next album they're gonna come out with a concept like The Elder.
I just wonder if he could sing less computerized, get more oomph to his voice. But
he uses voice. What's that called? Fucking auto tune. He uses that on his recording.
Yeah, that's what turns me off, though.
But he can do it live, though. I mean,
but yeah, I haven't. Maybe I should watch it live because the auto tune is too computerized for me. I don't like it unless it's used as an effect for a little part of the song, and then he goes back to live vocals. But Joesph, what do you think about that?
I mean, like I said, I was not a fan of the Iron Maiden cover. I think it's just because of how much I love that song. It's one of my favorite Iron Maiden songs, and I wasn't a fan of what they did with it. I like some of Ghost's covers. I'm not a fan of others, and like I said, like Jerry said, I think they do too many. But I think his voice fits perfectly with their original music, with their style of songs. Listen to Pro Memorial, listen to Faith, listen to Cerise, listen to any of that stuff from those albums. Spillways, it's great.
Dude,
I think it's great.
That riff in Cerise, man, is one of
the
best riffs I've ever heard in my life. Dude, that's such an
I always said they're good musically. It's just the voice that gets on my nerves.
So. I think it fits with their music, and I don't think it fits on all the covers they do. I think there are some covers that they do that are very good. I love what they did with Missionary Man. I thought they did pretty cool with I'm a Marionette, like some of their covers. But
Bible,
some of their other ones,
cool tune.
Bible, that's a good one. And I like that sometimes they pick like some more like kind of not underground, but like artists that you wouldn't expect them to cover. Like honestly, the Iron Maiden cover was pretty like a generic pick for them. Normally they're picking stuff that's a little bit more out like who would expect Ghost to cover Genesis, like of all things.
I admit that was a good version, but it's not. I'll go back to the Genesis version before that one.
I think it's way. I mean, as we all know, I'm a huge Genesis fan. I think the Ghost version is way better.
Come on, Phil Collins has that. Jesus, sit down with me. He fucking has that fucking soul in his voice on that song. It's like,
I mean, it's not one of my favorite Genesis songs to start out with, and I think Ghost did it.
Charles, you and your hate for Phil Collins, man.
But let's move on. I think we all have a lot of lists here.
I'm just gonna say Ghost sucks, and fucking, I agree with Paul. I like the original version way better.
But if you say Ghost sucks, then you're not agreeing with Paul.
I agree with Paul, and the song sucks. Okay, but I like at least 4 or 5 Ghost songs because his voice has a little bit less auto-tune on it. If you get rid of the auto-tune, I'd be a huge fan because the music is amazing. It's like if I listen to fucking death metal, they get rid of that. I'm fucking into it. I mean,
that's pretty good, dude.
And then
sound you call it.
And I'm like, I'm out.
You should send that to Vinnie Vincent.
I know, man. Instead of my Iron Maiden
death
cover,
metal singer
with your REO Speedwagon shirt, that'd be awesome, man.
I have Iron Maiden hat on too. Well, I almost wore my Night Ranger hat. But
what's the next story, Mark?
Let's get into it. I'm gonna put 2 stories together here because it came out today, a set list that Guns N' Roses played, and they played pretty tied up. I was pretty excited to see that, and I haven't been excited. Now I'm looking at that set list. They're playing 31 fucking songs.
Yeah.
They come to LA, I might want to see them. But yesterday I posted, I'm waiting for the fucking AC/DC tour dates before Guns N' Roses. But now I'm thinking I want to see both because they're fucking changing shit around. And I like November Rain. I like The Strange. I just didn't like Old School. The rest of the set list kicked ass. What do you think about that, Joesph?
They're playing one of the 2 songs I don't like off Appetite for Destruction. Strike 1. They're playing those 2 new songs that are both atrocious. Strike 2. They're playing 7 cover songs.
It is true.
The second most represented album on their set list is cover songs.
Yep.
Strike 3. They have so many amazing songs they could be playing. And that's literally like a third of their set list right there.
They're
Like,
playing My
who-
Michelle too.
Great.
Man.
Great. They're playing. I've seen Steven Adler play My Michelle,
Oh, that's
and he is a
insane.
better singer than Axl Rose does.
What?
So it's like, if I'm paying the money, the lowest ticket prices for Hershey Park Stadium for Guns N' Roses is $70.
That's
That's
not
the
bad.
farthest bleachers at the top of the very top of the bleachers. $70.
Yeah, I go for the cheap tickets. I don't care if I'm up close. As long as
Those
there's-
are the cheap tickets.
But they have fucking like screens now. You can see the front and you can see the
I've already
sides.
seen Guns N' Roses. This set list doesn't really do anything for
No.
me. And then the opening acts, because Hershey gets the Pretenders, and I can't stand the Pretenders.
Carrie Underwood, man.
I wish we got Carrie Underwood. I would love to see Carrie Underwood.
I'm just saying,
I can look
everybody
at her
knows.
legs all day. So
I saw 2 shitty Guns N' Roses concerts, and I never want to see them again. When I saw Pretty Tied Up, I was kind of like, fuck, maybe they come to the States. I'll play like fucking some other songs that I love off of those albums.
If anything, they're going to cut songs when they come to the States because they didn't play with an opening band last night, and they're playing with opening bands when they come to the States.
good point. That's a good
Good
point.
point.
They had no
Uh,
opening band last night. I
then
don't
I-
think they're playing 32 songs in the States.
So are you excited for AC/DC? Brian Johnson says the juices are
Hell yeah.
flowing again.
I can't wait. I love Power Up, one of my favorite AC/DC albums in a good
Fuck yeah.
while. I want to hear a new album. I want to see them go out on tour. I've never seen AC/DC. I'd love to see them.
Oh, I saw them on the fucking Money album,
Yeah.
Thunderstruck album,
Razor's
Razor's
Edge.
Edge. So what do you think about that, Al? Both of them.
Well, I didn't see the set list or anything. Again, like I've been off the last couple of days. I've been off the grid with I'm been so busy moving, so I don't know. But you just said Pretty Tied Up. That's one of my favorite songs of Illusion. So that's a good pick. But I mean, I already got tickets to see them in New Jersey. So I mean, I'll go see them again. You know, and I didn't pay for them anyway.
Of course you did it.
But I mean, if they shake up the set list, it'd be great. I mean, it'd be cool, like if they did the whole Appetite album. That'd be kind of a.
They're
Yeah,
doing
fair
9 of
enough.
the 12 songs from it. All the only things they're not
Yeah.
playing are Out to Get Me, You're Crazy, and there was one more. I can't remember what the other one was.
Think
Yeah,
about
all
you.
they're doing
Think
a
about
you.
lot of
Think about
songs
you.
off of fucking Appetite, man.
Yeah,
That's fucking amazing.
yeah, but I'd love to see them. I did get to see them do You're Crazy last time I saw them, but they added Anything Goes, and I hate that song.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I like that song. It's not the best.
Oh, and
but
that's the song you don't like. Anything goes.
yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
love that song. Actually, I love that song.
I do too.
Yeah, me
By the
too.
way,
That's
I
cool.
never did a show with you, Joe. So it's good to meet you.
nice
Yeah.
to meet you as well.
All right,
Oh,
Andy.
yeah. Hi, Joseph. Sorry
I
about
don't want to take up. I don't want to take up time. So go ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
Andy, what do you think about that?
that. Well, when I saw the song list, I thought it was fantastic. We're gonna get Alice in Chains here in Houston, so I'm excited.
Nice, nice.
That's
Yeah.
They sound so good. I've seen them twice in the last couple of
They'll
years.
probably be in LA
Yeah.
too, huh?
Yeah, I saw them a couple of years ago, and they were fantastic, man. So I'm excited for that. The last time I saw Guns N' Roses was the last time they came through, and I thought they were fantastic. But man, the opener was freaking Skrillex, that DJ guy.
Oh
Skrillex.
yeah.
I was like, this is
Tommy
weird.
Lee's best friend.
Ribble's
Yeah,
cousin.
yes, and that was horrible, but they were fantastic. So I would like to go see them again, but only when the time comes, and if I got the money, I'll go. I don't mind the bleacher seats up there up front, just as long as I can feel and hear the music. I'm happy.
Charles, what do you think about that?
I saw Scribble open up for him. That's awesome.
Yeah, right.
I wish I'd see Scribble open
Scribble,
up for him.
where's our 5-star review, bitch? Love you, but go ahead.
Well, yeah. Well, I wouldn't pay shit to see Guns N' Roses today. And AC/DC, that would be badass, of course.
Oh yeah.
Ironically, though, I'd rather seen him with Axel. So that's just
That
me.
was a good shit. That was some good shit. Man.
I'm
The video-
mad that didn't come around me. I really wanted to see that show.
Oh, this Ron Johnson's cool, but Axel could do those Bon Scott songs better, I
Yeah.
think.
All right, Jerry,
What?
what do you think about what we just
Oh.
talked about? Guns N' Roses
Well-
set list at AC/DC
Well,
going on tour.
being in Nashville, I'm sure we'll get Carrie Underwood,
You
Yeah,
do.
you guys.
Oh yeah,
guys
you
do.
got Carrie Underwood.
which she's definitely not an eyesore, and she's got a great voice. The woman can sing, but I don't know. Would she sing country songs?
She just
Probably.
What kind of crowd would that be? Cowboy hats and bandanas? That'd be a weird mix of crowd, man.
I mean,
Just-
she does do her brand of country is a little bit like has
True.
like an edge
And-
to it.
I saw
She did
Martina
she did a
McBride.
great-
She did a lot of rock songs.
She did a great version of
Oh,
Welcome to
Martina
the Jungle.
McBride, lucky you. I like her.
But good for people if you want to see Guns N' Roses, man. I won't see them, but it's fucking Guns N' Roses. I mean, enjoy if you go.
But will you see AC/DC?
Fucking A, I will.
Fuck yeah. And, but I like Charles is like a hardliner, man, because thought I was a hardliner. But if they play that shit here, I'm gonna go, yeah, I want to see
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
Joesph made a good point about him not having an opener, so they will cut some songs out.
So like I'd have to see when they come to America when they get here.
And the sad part is, it's not the covers they're going to cut. That's what they play every time. They
I
play
hope
they play a Velvet. They play Slither every time. They let.
But Charles
Duff-
likes
I don't
nice.
mind that.
Charles
I don't
likes
mind
nice
that.
boys. They're playing nice
They let-
boys.
Great tune.
They let Duff do a Stooges song every time. They
Yeah.
let.
Yeah.
Stooges
That's
rule.
if they're going to cut anything, they're going to cut the songs you want to hear, Mark. That's what they're going to cut.
Yeah. But my thing is, AC/DC's playing at festival here where it's only 2 bands a night.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go see that because I don't want to stand up for the whole thing. But if they do a
Yeah.
full-on tour and they come to LA, I'm fucking there for AC/DC more than I'd be for Guns N' Roses. I haven't seen them since the
Yeah.
Raisin
Yeah.
tour.
Yeah,
I'm more
that's that
excited for that.
festival. That's that
Yeah.
festival Maiden's opening for Guns
Yeah.
N' Roses.
Yeah.
That was
That's
true.
right.
Well, it's
Uh,
actually just 2 bands a night. They're both getting full sets, though. They're both getting full
Yeah, I
sets.
wouldn't go, but I still stand up for the Guns N' Roses rights here on the show.
Yeah, that's true.
They get slammed on, but it goes is terrible.
All right.
They should add.
Uh,
That's what they should add.
All right. I was just gonna say that Ron McCovey said that the Dave Mustaine on No Life to Leather he kills it. He leaves the rest of us in the dust. I'm just listening to it for the first time in 10 years. Wow. Joesph.
To be honest, I love Metallica. I've never listened to the No Life to Leather demos. I know they were going to put them out for Record Store Day a couple of years ago on cassette, and I was planning on getting it, and then they never did. So
Dave Mustaine.
yeah, so I've never sought out those demos. I've heard they're good, but I mean, I've never really sought them out.
Probably on YouTube somewhere, dude. You check
Probably,
Yeah.
probably.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're on there.
But Al, what do you think about that?
I agree, man. I mean, I actually I love those No Life for Leather demos. And it's funny, man, when you listen to them and you listen to Kill 'Em All, the difference between Hetfield's vocals on the demos and the Kill 'Em All is like night and day. He sang in such a high register on the demos, and then he got that growl, the Hetfield growl. So I was wondering, like, in between the demos and the recording of Kill 'Em All, what prompted that change? I mean, because I mean, if you've heard the demos, right? I'm sure besides Joe, I'm sure everybody on here has heard them. Has anybody?
Yeah, I've
Heard
heard
that?
them on YouTube. So
No, I never have.
I've had the No Life to Leather. I mean, since the '80s, I've had that.
I got this one.
metal
Metal
your
up your
ass.
So it's funny, man. I mean, go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to Hetfield's vocals. He seems in such a high register,
Yeah.
and then Kill 'Em All, he gets that Hetfield like gruff, the shouting kind of. vocal style that he's known for on those subsequent albums in the '80s. And it's like, damn, you think to yourself, what the hell prompted that change between the demos and the album?
Maybe the producer.
Could have been, or just I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe they just like wanted to go for more of a Motorhead vibe or something. I don't know, because it seemed like on the demos they were more of a Diamond Head kind of style, and then when you go to Kill 'Em All, he kind of dropped that Diamond Head vocal style and went for more of a Lemmy-ish. Not to say these things like Lemmy, but he's got more of a you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He's just kind of a shouting Hetfield, thrash style. So I mean, I'm just saying, everybody on this panel should go and just compare the two. Like, Joe, if you never heard it, man, go on YouTube, pull it up because the whole thing is on there, and check it out. So,
well, I think with Hetfield, I mean, even between like the first three albums, between all three of those albums, you can hear his voice deepen over the first three albums.
Yeah.
Like by Master of Puppets, he can't really do like even like stuff he was doing on like Ride the Lightning, some of those high notes.
Mm-hmm.
It's his voice really deepened in those couple of years, so that might be why it was just like some natural progression.
Called smoking cigars.
Well, yeah, Mustaine. You know when I first heard the Kill 'Em All, the noise, I always for a while I thought it was Mustaine singing it, and then because it really didn't sound like Hetfield, it really didn't. I'm like, is Mustaine singing these songs? Like for a while I thought that, but it's not. It's Hetfield, so. But Mustaine does rip it up on that. I mean, you listen. And when you listen to the solos on there, I mean, really, Kirk Hammett, he took the blueprint of those solos and kind of followed them. He may have thrown in like his own embellishments, but listen to the solos on the demo and then listen to the solos on Kill 'Em All. He kind of followed that blueprint that was already established on those songs. So, I mean, Mustaine rips it up. So that's what I got.
Andy, you haven't heard it, so you probably don't have an opinion.
No, I do not have an opinion, but I do have a question. Did any of those songs on the demo make it to Kill 'Em All?
Oh yeah,
it's almost all the Kill 'Em All songs.
Oh, okay.
And
okay,
one of the songs became Mechanics on the first Megadeth album.
Yeah, well, the Four Horsemen was originally called
Mechanics. Yeah.
And Hetfield rewrote the lyrics, and then I think Mustaine kept the original lyrics and called it Mechanics on the first Megadeth album.
You got it. Thank you, guys.
All right, Charles, what do you think about that?
They know yeah on it, so I don't like it.
No, you don't like the demo?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I still prefer Kill 'Em All though.
Yeah. Check out that episode on the Freeform Rock podcast. It's not getting enough love, but you guys do like fucking the Shags better than him. What the Jimi Hendrix is still at 54 downloads. What the fuck? But Jerry, what do you think about that?
Ron McGovney's 100% fucking right. The demo rules. I have not heard it in decades, but I remember hearing it and loving it. So I agree with him 100%, dude.
Yeah, I've heard it. I like Kill 'Em All better. I'm with Charles on that one. Fucking great fucking album. But let's get to the.
One more thing. I love fucking raw demos, dude. I fucking love them to death, dude.
You know what, Jerry? You're a raw demo.
Mark's a raw dog.
Oh, I like it raw dog. Come here, baby. You don't need no jelly there. All right.
Oh, that's rough.
Let's get. Oh, yeah, it is. Let's get to the next. Our subjects of tonight. Our top albums from 1982. We're going to start with you on your number 11, Joesph.
Well, like I warned our friend Mr. Charles Trainer earlier in the evening, there was this wonderful band in the early 1980s, and they had a name, but they found out slightly before the release of their first album that they had to change their name, and it ended up being the name of one of the songs on their debut album. And that band is Night Ranger, and that album is Dawn Patrol.
Well, what kind of band was Ranger?
I don't remember.
Country.
I don't remember. Were they a country band?
Country western band, yeah.
Well, either way, this is the much better band. So Night Ranger, Dawn Patrol.
Yeah,
it's whether Don't Tell Me You Love Me or the title track are my favorite off this album.
What's your number 11, Al?
Well, I'm going with although they were kind of scraping an album together at this point, and they weren't together at this point. But I'm going with Zeppelin Coda.
Ooh.
As a kid, 10-year-old kid, I was in full. My older brother was a huge Zeppelin fan, so I love Zeppelin. So when that album came out, I was already kind of, I was a huge Zeppelin fan, so I'm like, wow, it's a new Zeppelin album, even though they weren't together anymore, but they put something together. And I thought, people like to, I don't know, kind of, I think it's a good album, man. I think there's
I do
good stuff
too.
on it.
I
Wearing
like
and
it.
tearing
I like
rules.
it.
Wearing and tearing fucking rules, dude. Ozone Baby. Good shit.
I like the bonus tracks.
Hey, what can I do on that too?
That reissue with the bonus discs, man, is fucking real
Amazing.
good. That's like one of the better bonus discs of that whole catalog, the whole, the
Right.
reissue.
I think Zeppelin 3 was pretty good too.
So, yeah, so I'm gonna go Zeppelin Coda because I was at 10 years old. I was such a big Zeppelin fan, and that was one of my when my brother came over with the album, man, it was like, yay, new Zeppelin. So that's my pick.
Andy.
I know that y'all let me do an EP, so I'm gonna start mine off with an EP. It slipped. Hold on.
Let me see if it's the one I thought it was. I saw the blue. Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
What?
I know what it is. I saw the blue.
Oh yeah, with Chronic Town.
That's a great EP, man.
When you said that, Andy, I took that off my list because I knew you were gonna pick it.
See,
It's an EP.
I thought it was a completely different thing, and I'll
Well,
show
there's
it
another
when I saw it.
another EP out that year. I didn't pick it, but let's see if one of you guys pick it.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't pick it, but I'll talk about it.
my favorite track on here, what became a classic, Gardening at Night.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So
I'm
I
familiar
remember
with it
when I
all.
found this, man. I was so excited to find it, and I love the album cover, dude. That's badass.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gargoyle, man. What's your number 11, Charles?
Well, before I get on my list, I spent part of 1982 7 years old and the other part 8. So I only really had one of these albums at the time.
Mhm.
All the rest of my list I found after the fact. I was way more into action figures at the time. So I apologize to folks at home. All right. So number 11, one of probably the greatest hardcore punk albums ever. Band out of LA called Fear with Fear the Record.
Nice.
Big Let's Have a War, Beef Bologna. We Destroy the Family, Foreign Policy. That album's great. If you don't know it, check it out. If you don't, you are a total square.
That's a good album. I need to get some Fear. But Jerry, what's your number 11?
I'm going with radio-friendly tracks at the time. I'm picking this one because this song is so fucking true today. I'm taking fucking Don Henley's I Can't Stand Still.
Great album.
Fucking Dirty Laundry. Fucking Dirty Laundry, dude. Is that so fucking true or what, dude? I'm telling you, that is the ultimate.
And you
fucking
bought that
song.
from a used record dealer, right on. Because you got the promo copy.
But what a great fucking tune that is. I love that song. And I love that album, actually. That's my number 11.
It's a great album, dude. I don't think Don Henley's made a bad one.
It's not as good as Building the Perfect Beast or End of the Innocence, but it's still good.
I like the album after End of the Innocence also. But my number 11 is that for some reason I made this list 2 days ago and then I go, oh fuck, that album was out. Oh fuck that. So I dropped a lot, like 4 albums out of my list because I had to put fucking Y&T Black Tiger in there. Come on, Black Tiger, looking to strike. This band needs more love. This band rules. I got free tickets to see them in July. Fucking ecstatic to see them for a second time.
Just because he got cold food, he got free fucking tickets, dude.
Dude, it was fucking cold food, dude. But the food was like $55, dude. And they didn't even give me my dessert. The fuck?
Hey, free is good.
I got
Well,
four free.
at least you're getting free Y&T tickets out of it. That's a pretty.
I got 4 free
good
tickets.
show.
I'm taking 3 friends, man. Fucking
You got
rule.
4 tickets?
Yeah, you gave me because I hung up the phone on the guy and I was talking about, oh, he said I could have got 4. He calls right back. You need 4? I go, sure. He gives me 4.
This was after you were home already?
Yeah.
I need to
know
bitch more,
I
think.
complained 3 days later because I was pissed. I got charged all that money for fucking a meal. And it was
Really?
fucking sad.
How do you think I bought a house down here in Florida, man? It's all the money I saved from buying tickets, bro.
All right, man. Let's get to our number 10, Joesph.
All right. So before I say my number 10, I'll mention the EP that was going to make my list.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to step on Andy's feet, but now that we picked a different EP, I will mention it. And I will censor the album cover so we don't get kicked off YouTube. Merciful Fate.
It's a good
one of the best EPs of all time. 4 amazing tracks.
Sure.
I would have put it on my list, but I don't think it was fair to the rest of the albums on my list, even though this is one of my favorite releases of 1982. Great album. But
enjoy.
my number 9, my number 10, my next 2 picks are both albums from this year that I think are extremely underrated. And this is from a band that I think is extremely underrated. And that is new wave of British heavy metal, amazing band, Raven.
Oh, yeah.
Wiped Out.
Yeah.
Released a great trio of studio albums and a great live album in the early 80s. Great run of albums. And it's a crime. They're playing like podunk bars now while Metallica's selling out massive stadiums. And Raven's playing podunk bars. And then they got they brought Raven out with them last year.
Yeah.
But my favorite song on this one is probably what the live album ended up being called, and that's Live at the Inferno. Great album. Great album. If anyone's a fan of new wave of British heavy metal and doesn't know Raven, check that out.
Dude.
Check out All for One. Check out the first album. Check out the live album. Great run of albums. You definitely really enjoy it.
The Gallagher brothers, the other Gallagher brothers.
Yeah.
So what's your number 10, Al?
I'm going with an album, even though it didn't have Joe Perry on it, even though it didn't have Rockin' the Heart Place by Aerosmith, man. I think that album is an awesome album. So it's when Aerosmith was still fucking dirty and Steven Tyler was all fucked up, but they mustered a rockin' album. I think it's one of the last. I do like Done with Mirrors too, and I like, I do like Permanent Vacation Pump, but when it was like Down and Dirty Aerosmith, man, I think Rockin' the Heart Place is still a great album.
Yeah.
Jailbreak. I mean, come on, Lightning Strike.
Jailbreak.
But that dude, the guitar player said, man, you need to get those other 2 guys back, man.
Yeah.
He's a good guitar player. Crespo, he's a good guitar player.
Yeah. Jimmy Crespo's a great player, man, and I think he did all the guitars on this one. So I thought it was a great album. It's still Aerosmith as they're rocking, most, Raw and stuff. So I got to put on my list.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that in decades too. I'm gonna have to listen to that one again.
I always listen to Jailbait, Cheesecake, and fucking whatever is on.
I own it. I just haven't listened to it.
Give me this album over anything post Pump, man. So
I like Get a Grip, Eat the Rich.
Man, Get a Grip is they're really. I mean, no. Sorry.
I'm just gonna flip all you guys off. Okay. Charles, well, who's next? Andy, you're next, number 10.
All right. Well, since Al still has his albums in the boxes, my number 10, I'll go ahead and show it for him. Rockin' Horta.
I knew you guys would pick that. One of you guys.
I really enjoyed side 2 more than side 1. Side 2 has more of the classic Aerosmith sound. But the gig is up and push comes to shove. So yeah, but this was a really good album. I still like this, but I love Get a Grip. I think Get a Grip is their last great album.
You on that one, but that's all right.
I like 9 Lives also, and Honking on Bobo. Okay,
but my friend's dad sold me a bunch of CDs for 50 cents the other day, and Songs from Another Dimension is in that pack, but I haven't heard it yet.
No. Listen to our review before you listen to it. Me and Lee reviewed that album.
Nah, I want to hear it for myself.
I didn't listen to the review.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, I will.
I want another download for that episode.
All right.
Charles, what do you think of what's your number 10?
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with Toto 4.
I knew you guys would pick that. Either you or Jerry.
So my honorable mentions.
And you always say that. I'm like, that means you got good taste if you pick what I pick.
Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of good taste.
Africa, man, that's a classic Toto album. Probably one of musically, as far as their talent level, one of the best bands maybe of all time, as far as their pure talent.
There's a reason that they played for they were studio musicians for like every other band at the time.
I'm excited. I'm going to see Ringo Starr and Steve Lukather is playing with him right now.
Nice.
Like, fucking boy, howdy. That it, Charles? Anything else?
No, Toto 4. number
Okay,
10.
Jerry, what's your 10?
This guy released a single about 5 or 6 months ago, and it fucking sucked. But no denying this one right here.
Oh,
Billy Squire, Emotions in Motion. This fucking album rules.
I knew
Everybody
you'd
Wants
pick
You.
that, Jerry.
She's a Runner, man. All kinds of fucking great tunes off this one. This is fucking Billy Squire. And I don't know what the fuck that thing was he released a couple months ago, but
Oh my god, that was the
Garbage.
worst thing I've ever heard.
I like it.
Cool.
All right.
it was bad.
If
Hey,
you,
here's my impression of Mark. Hey, I knew you'd pick it. That's why I took it off my list.
yeah, that's right, because I want to put stuff on the list. I think one of you guys might have picked this, my number 10. If you didn't, it's cool. This album should have been higher. Forgot about it. And then I went back to double check my list and what came out. Oh, fuck, I can't leave this album. This video was all over MTV. It was supposed to be a feature film with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. The video was fucking You Got Lucky. This fucking album fucking rules.
Yeah. it's a good
Every
one.
time this video came out, if I was walking out of the room, I would jump back in the room. I could watch this video all day long. Fucking amazing sci-fi fucking album's fucking great, dude. You got Lucky, One Story Town, Between Two Worlds, Wasted Life, Straight into Darkness. Fucking classic by Tom Petty. This album fucking rules. It could have been number 5 or 4, but that's my number 10. So then we get to your number 9, Joesph.
All right. So my number 9 is another very underrated album. It's from a band that a lot of people respect, but it's from a period after their most famous member left. And their most famous member is related to or was also in one of the bands much higher on my list. And that band is UFO, and that album is Mechanics. Great album, very underrated album from 82. I mean, so many great songs on here. We Belong to the Night, Nothing Else, You'll Get Love. Some great tracks on here. Very underrated album. If anyone likes UFO, like if you listen to Strangers in the Night, if you listen to Lights Out, any of that stuff, and you haven't checked out the later stuff, I definitely recommend.
What's the guitarist in that band? I think I like him.
Paul Chapman.
Paul Chapman rules. Yeah,
The Paul Chapman albums are great, dude.
Yeah.
I think they're so great. Yeah.
And if you don't know the later UFO albums, they got a really cheap box set out on Amazon of all their albums up to the mid 80, I think 85, like $30 for all these CDs. So it's everything from Phenomenon all the way through Misdemeanor. So like
UFO rules, dude.
If you guys don't know the later stuff, definitely check out. I start with Mechanics, but all the Paul Chapman
and
albums.
I saw that album in 1982, and I'm basically picking albums that I listen to more from that era, or albums that back then. I think the top 6 are albums that I listened to back then more than what I listened to. But some albums I had to pick. But dude, UFO rules, dude. It's like, but I didn't pick it, and I didn't think anybody would pick that one. I'm going to go to you, Charles, because you changed positions. What's your number 9?
I'm gonna go with the Clash with Combat Rock. It's probably out of their great albums, my least favorite of the great albums. But I mean, they do have Should I Stay or Should I Go? Rock the Casbah. I mean, it's usually kind of a go-to for a lot of folks. But like I said, out of their great albums, it's probably my least favorite, but it's still great. So I'm gonna go with that album, Combat Rock.
Well, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers covered Should I Stay or Should I Go a lot live. Looking pretty good testament to that album right there.
Yeah.
I think you played that song on your radio show one time.
Yeah, I played his version. Al, what's your number 9?
Going with Twisted Sister, Under the Blade.
Yeah.
Pick that.
The Twisted Sister, I love, raw fucking, just, awesome. That's the first album.
Unapologetically, fuck you, rock, dude. Love it, dude. Love that choice.
Under the Blade is fucking killer, bro. I mean, I have it on vinyl back there in one of those boxes. But I love it, man. Love it, you know. So, and there's, you know, I mean, growing up in New Jersey, they were a fixture on the scene. They were, you know, even before they blew up with Stay Hungry. So, I mean, it's like they toured relentlessly in this area. So, I never got to see them in those early days. I was too young to go to shows, but I do remember seeing their name on marquees and shit like that. You know, I remember advertisements of them, you know, doing shows. So I got to go with Twisted Under the Blade. That's my number 9.
Number 9, Andy.
Yeah, I just wanted to share this one because I pulled it out because I thought it was 81, but it was 82. This The Wild, the Willing, and the Innocent by a UFO. That also has
Great
Chapman. I pulled it out because I thought it might be 82, but I missed it by a year. Also by Quistolus, that you were talking about earlier, Mark. But my number 9 is going to go with Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band with The Distance.
Nice.
This is a great album. I love it. My favorite track off of here is where's that? Roll Me Away. Roll Me Away gets me every single time. Love that song. And the biggest hit on here was Shame on the Moon, which is odd because it wasn't a song he wrote. It was a cover. I forgot who wrote it, but he was a country singer. But yeah, The Distance by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band.
Gary.
Comment. I got 2 fucking copies of that album. I love that album, man.
Oh yeah, it is great.
I don't have a copy.
All right. My next choice is, they got criticized for turning super poppy on this album, but I love it anyway. I'm a huge Lindsey Buckingham fan, so
Oh, I know what you're picking.
I don't care. I'm taking Mirage.
Yeah.
Diane. What a fucking great song
I
that is.
knew you'd pick that, Jerry.
You got fucking Gypsy, a fucking great song by Stevie.
One of my
Hold
favorite
Me,
Fleetwood Mac
great
songs,
song by
Gypsy.
Christine McVie.
Hold on.
I don't
man.
care. What a great fucking record this is, dude. That's my number 10. 9, I mean, excuse me.
Yeah. Mine is fucking this guy was I know Andy doesn't really care for him. And fucking this album's all over fucking MTV. Prince 1990 got computer blue. You got not computer blue. You have all these
That's on Purple Rain.
I know I'm fucked up right now. 1999, Little Red Corvette, Delirious, Let's Pretend We're Married, Atomic, Something in the Water, fucking Lady Cab Driver. Fucking international. That's a fucking great album.
That's a fucking great record, dude.
Prince and the fucking Revolution, man. 1999. Fucking
on my honorable mentions.
Fucking this
my
album
honorable
rules.
mentions.
And we get to your number 8, Joesph.
So I have a feeling that I'm not going to be the only one that includes pretty much every album from here on out on my list. But this is an album I go back and forth on a lot. It's definitely my favorite of their original run, my least favorite of their original run. And it's an album I go back and forth on a lot. Some days I say, yeah, there's some really good songs on it. And some other days I say, well, it's just a covers album. And I think we all know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I love it. There's some days I love it more. There's some days I love it less. I mean, it made my top 11, so I really do. I love it. Favorite songs are definitely either Little Guitars or The Full Bug, but there's some amazing tracks on here. They, of course, every cover they do, they Van Halenize it. Great album.
They Dave-ized it.
They Dave-ized it. I mean, yeah. Where Have All the Good Times Gone? Oh, Pretty Woman. I'm not a huge fan of Dancing in the Street. Happy Trails is funny, and I love Big Bad Bill. I love that Eddie got to play with his dad.
I love that. I love that.
That's so awesome that he got to play with his dad on it.
Yeah.
He and then Alex got to play with their dad.
Charles, what's your number 8?
A little band from Canada. Got one song on it I absolutely love, so I just got to throw the whole album on there. It's a band called Rush. Don't know if you heard of them before.
Never heard of them.
No,
Those guys
I don't know who
suck.
that is. They suck,
No.
man. Geddy Lee's got the worst voice according to the Big Bushy.
You might want to move in front of your poster, Mark. You're giving it away.
Oh,
But he also likes Milli Vanilli.
not me. That's Bushy.
I love that Subdivision song, man. That's one of my favorite Rush songs. So just for that alone, it's got to make the list. So
Yeah.
Cygnus Rush.
What's your number 8, Al?
Well, if Joesph can hold up that Diver Down album again, that's gonna be my number 8. One of the one of my favorite albums to play in the summertime when I'm outside, grilling or in the pool or
Van
whatever. dude.
Halen 2.
That's
Van
mine.
Van Halen 2 is my summer album.
Yeah,
That
mine
is
too.
one that
Favorite.
is way higher on my
It-
list.
And then 5150. Oh, go ahead.
It's between Van Halen 2, Diver Down, and actually 1984 is a big summer album for me.
Yeah,
So
true.
when I used to ride, when I used to ride BMX, me and my friends used to rock 1984 on tape all the time. But like going back to Diver Down, yeah, that's Hang 'em High is one of my favorite songs on that album. I mean, that's just such a killer Eddie riff. Little guitars, obviously. The Full Bug is just fucking killer. I mean, the original songs on there, like, I mean, I love the covers, but the original songs on there are just, they're
Amazing.
even Secrets. I love Secrets. That's a great, like, slow tune, but Dave's lyrics in there are so clever, and I don't know, I love it, dude. And I just love the album cover too. Every time I see that diver symbol, I always think of Van Halen.
I know.
So,
Fucking
it's fun,
genius artwork, man.
man. Genius, man. Genius.
Yeah.
So that's my
Because
number 9.
I remember first seeing that sticker on the fucking car. Just had that. Like, oh, they like Van Halen. But then I forget. Then they told me that I looked it up. That's a symbol for a diver going down. So I go, they didn't like Van Halen. It's so depressing. But Andy, what's your number 8?
Yeah, my number 8 is going to be their second album. These guys were all over MTV, and I loved them. And this is one of my favorite albums. And when I was thinking about 1982, I threw this on, and this was such a fun album. The name of the album is Picture This by Huey Lewis and the News. Love this album, man. It's so good. My favorite track on here is Do You Believe It's True? Do You Believe in Love?
That's his best song, in my opinion.
Great song.
1982, Mark would have put this on his top 11. Just letting you know. That's a great pick, Andy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, really good album. I enjoyed it the other day.
Yeah, 1982, Mark would go, yeah, fucking you.
Dude, screw 1982, Mark. If you like, you put it on your list, dude.
Well, I did a lot of them, but I wanted to, but these other albums I like more than that one.
All right.
Yeah,
That'd be my top
enough.
20 at least. But
Fair
Jerry,
enough.
My list of honorable mentions was almost as big as my top 11 list.
yeah, so you
Yeah,
got to do
there's a
those
bunch.
fast. All right, Jerry, what's your number 8?
I'm gonna go with the guy who engineered the best fucking Pink Floyd song, that Pink Floyd album ever, Dark Side of the Moon. I'm going with the Alan Parsons Project, Iron Sky.
I
Now,
don't
if
think
you are
any
a
of you guys have picked that.
If you are a sports fan and you don't know what the song's serious, then you're fucking out on a fucking different planet. Because that song's played at every sporting event around, especially in the 90s, with basketball especially. Great singer, Eric Wolfson, rest in peace, man. Great voice. You're going to get your fingers burned. Great tunes off this album, dude. Highly recommend.
Yeah, I agree, but I didn't pick it.
I got said I love it. It's a good album.
1982, Mark would not be listening to this, but I had to put it on because it's so fucking classic. Why wouldn't I? There's a couple albums that 1982 Mark would not listen to, but I had to put on Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance. It's a fucking amazing album. They played the fucking US Festival on this, and I got the bonus DVD where it shows them playing the US Festival on this fucking bonus, the anniversary of this album. Fucking amazing, dude. The Helian, Electric Eye, Bloodstone, Another Thing Coming, Devil's Child. No, it's a fucking great album. Not a bad track on here. That's my fucking, that's my number 8. We get your number 7, Joesph.
All right. So this band is known for writing some of the greatest lines in songs of all time. There's so many quotable lines. And this album, the title track, is one of my all-time favorite. And that's the end of the chorus. You know me, the snake bite kiss, devil's grip, the iron fist.
Great album.
Classic. Last album of the classic Motorhead lineup. Probably my least favorite of the classic Motorhead lineup, but it's a great album. So many great tracks. Iron Fist, America, Loser, Sex and Outrage. So many great tracks on here. But it's still that classic Motorhead lineup. I don't think Motorhead ever made a bad album. So I mean, this is an absolute classic from '82. Definitely, if all you know is Ace of Spades, this is definitely a great album to check into.
I agree with you. Didn't make my list or my honorable mentions, but it's a great album.
Absolutely.
But Charles, what's your number 8?
Yeah,
Or
another
7?
another
7.
small time artist here. One of those English artists. I was in some band in the 60s that did all right. Little guy named Paul McCartney with
Never
the
heard of
album
him.
called Tug of War. Take It Away is awesome. The title track's great. Here Today. Come on, man. That's the dedication to Lennon.
Yeah.
Wanderlust is a great ballad. George Martin produced it. Could have been higher on my list, but yeah.
Didn't Michael Jackson? You said "Say Isn't that on that album?
No, it was
That's
not.
on Pipes of Peace.
It was a single.
Pipes
Yeah,
of Peace. Oh yeah.
you had Ebony and Ivory
Ooh,
on the great album.
that's my restroom song when I saw him live. Bye, Paul.
Yeah.
I gotta take a
Not
piss.
a lot about Ebony and Ivory, but the rest of it's pretty solid album.
I agree with you, and I knew you were gonna pick that album, Charles. If you didn't think I knew, I knew. But Al, what's your number 7?
Well, number 7, I was introduced to this album when I was in high school, and I was full on pretty much, metalhead. But I had a couple of friends that were into hardcore punk, and I had this friend Mike. He always made me like mixtapes of like hardcore and punk bands and stuff like that. And he made me a tape, or he actually let me borrow a cassette. It had a yellow, black cover with a little red in there. The first Bad Brains album. And I was just blown away by it, dude. I was just like the fact that they mixed like hardcore punk with like reggae and all this stuff, man. It was just like the singer HR, his vocals was just dude, so out of this world. I was like, what the fuck, dude? What am I hearing here? But it's just it was so different than like the fluff, that was out there and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, it really got me into hardcore and punk and stuff like that. It really opened my mind to different genres and stuff. And this is a classic album, man. I mean, if you're just dabbling in hardcore punk or whatever, I suggest getting the first Bad Brains album. It's awesome. And HR and Dr. No and all those guys, man, they blew me away on here. So as a metalhead, I was like, dude, I know why like a lot of these thrash guys were like digging into hardcore and punk as like influences, and this definitely shows it. So I'm going with the first Bad Brains album.
Your number 7, Andy.
My number 7 is a band that I started getting more and more into because of us doing these kind of shows, and the love that y'all have for this band prompted me to listen to them more. And I really like this album by them, One on One by Cheap Trick.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is a really good album. It's kind of like a heavier new wave kind of album for them. And the vocals are fantastic on here. They're a little bit rougher than their previous albums, and they kind of dabble a little bit more when it comes to the music. My favorite song off of here is still If You Want My Love. It's
That's
a really
a great
good song.
song.
Dude, his vocals on that song are out of this world, dude.
Yeah,
On that fucking song.
great track, man. I love it.
That's an
Robert
album I
Zander.
forgot about. I fucking feel like shit now. That's in my
I mean,
honorable mentions.
he's on my Mount Rushmore vocalist.
Oh,
Yeah.
me too. I love Robin Zander.
And
Jerry,
thanks. I've been wanting to get more and more of their stuff, and I'm really enjoying their music quite
you
a
need
bit.
to get the 97 Cheap Trick.
Oh, dude, that's the must.
Yes.
After the first 4 albums, that's my favorite. That's probably my 5th favorite Cheap Trick album.
Me too.
That
This
was
one's great
now-
too.
Now, Andy, on that album, they had their original bass player on it.
That one's great too.
Not
Joe.
on one-on-one. One-on-one's a different guy.
No, I'm talking about the Andy's album you just mentioned.
Yeah, one on one.
One-on-one didn't have Peterson on it.
Yeah, it had that other guy. He was the original one, right?
No,
John Brown.
Peterson was the original, dude.
I thought that other dude was. Okay, maybe I'm
No,
wrong.
that dude was on that and Standing on the
Tom
Edge, I
Brown.
think.
Oh,
Tom
okay.
Brown.
I thought he was like the original, then left, and then
No, Tom Peterson was
Okay.
all the original, always the
Gotcha.
original.
Okay, I didn't know that. I was 100% sure.
So Jerry, what's your number 7?
Oh, we mentioned Uncle Salty earlier before the show, but there's no denying this album, man. This was
Nice.
a fucking monster album, dude. Radio hits.
Yeah.
You'll hear every song on the fucking radio. You know, Hurts So Good, Jack and Diane, man, fucking Hand to Hold On To, man. Great fucking songs, dude. That's a great record. This is when he was cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
That's my number. What we on 8?
Yeah, that was on my list, but I took it off because I forgot about other albums. But
Seven.
seven. So
7. Okay.
I get to my 7, and this is an album 1982. Mark was fucking scared of when his friend showed it to him, and he liked it years later. I had to say it. Number of the Beast. I thought this group was fucking satanic as fuck when I saw this fucking cover.
Number 7.
It's my number 7. Sorry,
Wow.
because the other this album wasn't 1982.
What the fuck
Mark,
you got ahead of that? Okay, I'm just
because this album wasn't something I would listen to in 1982, but I had to put it on the list.
I'm just
So
fucking.
this album probably would be up there with the top 3 if it was 1982 Mark. You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha. All right.
This album fucking rules. I read the lyrics. They're quoting scripture. They're fucking talking about horrors and fucking shit in the past. Fucking great band. If you want to learn history, listen to some
And-
fucking Iron Maiden.
And they got The Prisoner on their new set list. That's my favorite Maiden
Oh
song.
fuck yeah, I saw that and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I like the new album too. I saw like a lot of songs from the new album.
Yeah, it's that and Somewhere in Time.
I saw 4 songs off the new album. They were fucking
Alexander the
amazing.
fucking Great, dude. They're doing that one. That's
Oh
fucking
fuck
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then we
I
get
love Somewhere in Time.
to your number 6. Joesph.
Well, I'm glad Mark took the heat off me. I was afraid I was going to be the one that had this the lowest.
Oh, that's creepy looking, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
It looks
listen.
like
You
something,
got
it
an
looks like
excuse.
something else. It looks like something else. I
You
don't
weren't, you weren't alive in 1982. I was. I
That's
wasn't
fair.
listening to it.
That's
So it's
fair.
easier for you to pick it.
This
So
is
you look the
probably-
worst.
This is probably my least favorite of the first 5. I love this album so much. The Paul Deanna stuff is by far the best. I love this album though. I would take Gangland off and put Total Eclipse on like almost everybody on the planet would. But I love this album. Absolute classic. I love that they're playing The Prisoner right now. One of my favorite songs on the album. But I mean, I never get tired of most of the stuff you hear from this album all the
They
time.
need to play 22 Acacia Avenue.
And
I'd love to see
they
22.
Took Run to, they took
Me
Run to
too.
the Hills off finally.
That's the only
Yay.
song on this album that I'm tired of hearing. I'm so glad they cut it from the set list. But this is a
I'm
great
so
album.
happy Blood Brothers
I was
wasn't in
afraid-
the set list.
Oh, I saw them like 5 months ago. One of the most boring set lists you've ever seen in your life.
When I saw them a few months ago, they were great. I was fine.
The band was great. The set list was so boring.
Oh, I like the new songs though. I was cool.
I wasn't a fan of the 3 that they picked. There's a couple songs on that album I'm okay with.
I like the
Those were
newer
not
ones.
one
They're
of them.
doing Death of the Celts. Fucking
That's one I
great.
like. So I would
That's a
like to
great
see that
fucking
one.
song. So Charles, what's your number 6?
Oh, the band out of New York called Kiss with the album called Creatures of the Night.
But half you guys are gonna
Come
pick that
on,
up.
man. I Still Love You. Greatest Kiss ballad ever. War Machine. Brian
Written
Adams.
by, there you go.
Brian Adams. He proved his worth. By God, also did Rock and Roll Hell. Title track's awesome. Great Kiss album that went triple wood upon release, but then later on picked up some steam. But great Kiss album. Creatures.
What's your number 6, Al?
Fuck, dude, I gotta go Accept, Restless and Wild. Dude,
Good album.
Captain Shark, Princess of the Dawn. I mean, come on, man. It's fucking, Udo and the fucking Wolf just kill it on here, bro. Probably their best album, man. Between that and Balls to the Wall, I think Restless and Wild edged it out a little bit for me. I just saw Accept last year with Mark Trinillo, and he's awesome too. But come on, man, this is classic. Accept. It's got to be on the top. If you're a metalhead and you don't have this on the top 11 of that year, dude, you're not a metalhead.
Oh, you suck.
That's like a birth. That's like a birth of thrash.
I just got into them 6 years ago. Give me
I
a break.
said I picked radio friendly hits. I did not say I'm not a metalhead.
Listen, just mention them in your honorable mention, and I'll let you go.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Except
All right, man,
Restless Heart.
That's my number.
Restless and
Wild.
Wild, Mark.
Restless and Wild. Okay, sorry.
Oh,
What's your number 6, Andy?
Man, y'all gone a little heavy on this round here. I'm gonna lighten it up just a little bit because this is a really good album. When I was listening to it, it reminded me, I was like, man, this is kind of Zappa with keyboards. But I love this album, Night and Day by Joe Jackson.
No.
Oh,
If Jerry
Oh,
didn't pick that, I'd be surprised.
This is a
I
really
didn't.
good
I
man.
didn't. I didn't know that was 82.
Oh,
It goes in so many different.
I love Joe Jackson.
I know you do. That's what I'm saying.
It goes in so many different directions. Of course, Stepping Out and Breaking Us in Two were the big hits, but I really like TVH on here. He's a little eclectic, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did remember the joke in front of the show where I said, "Oh, you don't like Anthrax with Joey because they
Yeah.
got the time by Joe Jackson." I know how big a fan you are.
I thought that was 83 or 84. I didn't know
That
that was
was
82.
82.
Yeah, I had to double check albums today. That's why I dropped 4 out. But Jerry, what's your number 6?
I think it was Joesph that mentioned this to start off the show, I think. Night Raiders Dawn Patrol, man.
Nice.
Fucking love this album, man. Sing Me Away is my favorite song by them. I love
Me
Kelly
Away.
Keegan's voice.
Great
Great
track.
drummer, great singer. Fucking, it's a great record. Jeff Watson fucking rules wherever you're at, dude. I fucking love you. I wish you would do something because you're a fabulous fucking guitar player. That's my number. That's my.
Well,
he
Jerry.
doesn't get talked enough on Jeff Watson.
Nah,
man.
Everybody
I wish
talks
he was
about
John-
Brad Gillis.
Yeah.
Fucking love Jeff Watson.
Well,
And then he
Jeff
got
Watson-
screwed from that band big time.
Each finger tapping technique, dude, is just fucking ridiculous.
His acoustic playing was amazing, dude.
Man. Oh,
Look
yeah.
at
Yeah.
Let Him Run, Goodbye. Those are all his fucking guitar acoustic riffs, dude. They're fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
yeah, man. And I agree with you, Jerry. Dawn Patrol, man. I almost forgot this album, dude. I had to drop an album out, and I think it was John Cougar's American Fool I dropped out for this album. Because this album is fucking rad. Jeff Beers.
Rad.
Fucking love this fucking tubular radical awesomeness fucking album.
Tubular.
Tubular. Gag me with a spoon, eh? Whatever.
That
Oh,
came out in
fucking-
82.
That fucking
came
movie
out in
scarred me,
82.
man. That movie still scarred me to this day, man.
I fucking love Valley
My
Girl.
sister loved it.
Valley Girl
rules.
came out in 82.
Yeah, fuck that
I was
movie.
thinking about including that as a
Fuck
honorable
Nicolas
mention.
I just saw that movie where Nicolas Cage is playing himself with Pedro Pascal. That was
Yeah.
a fucking killer movie.
It was
Yeah.
a good movie.
Nick Cage rules. I can love this album rules.
Fuck Nicolas Cage.
Fuck you.
From that, just because of that movie. Just because of that movie.
Face Off, man. The Rock. Fucking Leaving Las Vegas. Fucking
City of
raising,
Angels.
raising Arizona.
Yeah.
Nah, I love Nick Cage.
Oh fuck you! Don't fucking the fucking one where he's fucking doing a history, the museum. What's that one he did? Fucking archaeologist. I love those movies too.
National Treasure.
Oh, fucking
Yeah, National Treasure. Fucking good.
Yeah.
Fucking, we got on a tangent here. So we get to your number
Top
5.
five. Here we
Top
go.
5.
Mentioning an album that Charles mentioned earlier, some little band from Canada that nobody's ever heard of. Signals by Rush. Great album. I love Grace Under Pressure, but this is like the last of the great run that they were on.
See, that
in my
album was
opinion.
incomplete, in my opinion, man. It wasn't great all the way through.
I love
Signals?
it, but it doesn't.
I'll talk
I
about that
love it.
later.
I love it. It's definitely, I think, a little bit of a step down from like the 5 that came before it. But I love this album, and Subdivisions, like Charles said, is a freaking amazing song.
Grace Under
Analog.
Pressure, dude, is amazing
Analog
too.
Kid, yeah, love that album. Analog Kid, Chemistry, Losing It, Countdown. So many great songs on this album. But
Yeah, but what Charles
My
said,
number
Subdivision
5.
is one of my favorite songs by them.
Subdivisions is amazing.
Losing It. All right. And we get to your number 5, Charles.
Mark mentioned it earlier. A little dude out of Minneapolis, Prince, with 1999.
Nice.
He's on there. The title track, Delirious. And the next album he did was a pretty big deal as far as on the charts. But Little Red Corvette was on that piece.
Yep.
Broke out too.
Yeah.
So yeah, Prince, 1999.
What's your number 5, Al?
I'm going with that band out of Germany, man. Another band out of Germany, actually. Scorpions, Blackout.
Knew one of you guys have picked that.
Come on, man. China White. No
Fucking
One
A,
Like
dude.
You. Dynamite. The title track, obviously. You know, When the Smoke is Going Down, Dynamite, Arizona. I mean, the whole album is great, dude. Scorpions, fucking, that might have been the last real. I mean, I do like stuff after that. I mean, actually, my first Scorpions album was Love at First Sting, which I still think is great. But but Blackout, man. I mean, I've gotten into the Uli stuff later on. I think that's like my favorite stuff now. But Blackout's fucking killer album, dude. I mean, shit. I mean, I remember seeing No One Like You on MTV all the time, man. It was awesome.
That's the video where he was like in prison or something like that.
Yeah.
Klaus made.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that video.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's my number. What is it? 5?
5.
5.
What's your number 5, Andy?
My number 5 is going to be the same as Joesph. Rush for Signals.
Damn.
I kid you not, man. I was my favorite song on here is Subdivisions, but I kid you not, man. When I was hearing it on the way home, I was saying B podcast out, and I know that's not the words, but we kept on saying it throughout the whole song. I
actually said this podcast right tonight.
But yeah, Signals for me.
What's your number 5, Jerry?
Well, Al, break out the fucking strudel and warm beer and fucking sausage because I agree with him 100%.
Nice.
This album fucking rules, dude. This is
Yeah,
probably my
dude.
favorite Scorpions album, hands down. I mean, Love at First Sting was more commercial and successful, but this one here, dude, can't fucking beat it, dude.
That was in the middle of yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I get to my number 5, and a lot of you guys have said it. Dive Her Down, Van Halen. 1982, Mark was listening to this. So fucking Dancing in the Streets, Happy Trails, The Fool Bug, Where Have All the Good Times Gone, Little Guitars, you've already went over this. Intruder, the beginning to Oh Pretty Woman is fucking amazing. How they fucking just that fucking little shit that Eddie's doing with the drums, little keyboard there, fucking amazing. Alludes to 1984 perfectly. And then we get to your number 4, Joesph.
All right. So I found the only CD copy I could find. I don't know where my CD is of this actual album, but it's an album that has been mentioned on this list before. A great band from Germany that more people need to give some attention to, and that is Accept, Restless and Wild.
Yeah, sure.
What an album. What an album. And I just saw them 2 years ago at a festival I went to where it was a bunch of hair metal bands, but for some reason they booked Accept, which was amazing because they sounded amazing. And my favorite song on this album, and it was what absolutely lit the show up for me. I was having a great time through the whole show, but as soon as I heard Heidi, hi ho, hi dum, I knew. And it kicked in too fast as a shark. And it was just from there on with Mark Tranillo hit the scream at the beginning. And it was just the entire crowd. And a reminder, they were there for like a hair metal festival. The entire crowd was thrashing. And I was so happy. And it was amazing. One of my favorite albums. Great band, great album. Still kicking ass in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
I think they couldn't have picked a better replacement than Mark Tranillo, man. I mean, that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, being a New Jersey guy, I know him from TC Quick, and he's just fucking. I met him at that Accept show. I hung around after, and I ended up meeting him, and I always wanted to meet him because he's a New Jersey legend. So, and he was cool. I told him, hey man, I go back to the old Bridge Metal Militia days. I remember that movement in New Jersey with Metallica coming up and all that stuff as a little kid, and he was definitely a part of that. With TP Quick. So yeah, he was a great guy, man. Like I said, man, they couldn't have found a better replacement for Rudo than him. He does that the material justice. So props, that's a great album too. But the later albums with him are fucking great, dude. I mean, if you don't have
hell
them,
yeah.
So
Too Mean to Die was great.
oh yeah, man. Flood of the Nation.
Blood of the
You know?
Nations, Stalingrad was pretty good.
Yep. So
They haven't had a bad album, but let's get to you, Charles. What's your number 4?
Most of you already covered it. Number of the Beast, Iron Maiden.
Nice. And then we
So-
get to your number 4, Al.
well, number 4, I'm gonna go with Kiss, Creatures of the Night. This was and I love the Elder. I'm one of those guys that loves the Elder, but this album, even though like Charles mentioned, it did go like, you know, quintuple wood or what. But it's
Cubic
been,
zirconium.
yeah, it's been reevaluated. I mean, it's been
Welcome to the machine.
You went brrr. All right, go.
I thought that was on my end for a second. I'm
No,
like, what's
I
going
don't
on
know.
with my computer?
It's been called kind of a return to form for them, and obviously it was one of their heaviest albums, and Vinnie Vincent, you know, they say he saved Kiss, but he can't save himself, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
Saint and Sinner. I love Saint and Sinner, man. I love that song, that Gene song on there. Saint and Sinner, great song. Obviously, the title track is great. You know, you know, Killer, War Machine. There's all classics on there. So, Creatures of the Night for me, number 4.
What's your number 4, Andy?
My number 4, I'll be surprised if no one has this later on. But I don't know if y'all know this, but I'm from Texas. Not too sure if y'all know that. But I you know, being in Texas, we love country as well. So my number 4 is gonna be George Strait, Straight from the Heart. My favorite song on here is Amarillo by Morning. It also has Full Hearted Memory, I Can't See Texas from Here, which is a good track. Marina Del Rey, and A Fire I Can't Live Without. No, A Fire I Can't Live Without. So George Strait is my number 4.
All right. So what's your number 4, Jerry?
Just a little note on George Strait. He's the coolest motherfucker in country music. I was working at a place. I was actually doing maintenance on. It was an arena in West Palm Beach, Florida, called the Coral Sky Amphitheater. He was doing a meet and greet, and he had a line of people. And I was like about 20 feet from him. His management were trying to get him to say, "We got to go, this and that." But he said, I ain't going until I sign or shake hands with everybody that's in line." That was a really cool fucking thing. I saw. Cool dude right there. But anyway.
Yeah. He's been doing it since the late 70s, man. And the reason why he is still around is, you know, a lot of country singers come and go, but if you co-write and co-produce and do your own music, you'll stay around for a while. That's why he's still around.
Yeah. So what's your number 4,
Well,
Jerry?
My number 4, these guys could shit in my cassette player, and I'd still try to press play and listen to it because they're my favorite fucking band. Fucking Led Zeppelin Coda. Is it their best? No, but fucking there's some great tunes off this. Wearing and Tearing is one of their best songs. I don't know why the fuck I didn't make any of the previous albums because it fucking rules. It's one of their best songs. Poor Tom, man, good stuff on this album. Unfortunately, some fucker stepped on it. I got the shoe print still on my copy, but that's my number 4.
I knew Jerry would have it on his list. That's why I picked it.
Well, I'm going to pick an album that Mark, this is one of his favorite bands in 1982. Fucking love Good Trouble. It's a sequel to this album. High Infidelity. It went platinum and shit. I think 2 million. Not as much as High Infidelity was kind of let down for them. But it's like a Keep the Fire Burning, The Girl with the Heart of Gold. Good Trouble fucking rules. Still the Night's Cool. I Will Follow You. It's a fucking rocking album, man. And
it is a good record. Fucking Gary Richrath. Gary Richrath fucking rules.
This album rules. The leads that Gary does on this album is fucking amazing.
It made
Alan
my honorable
Gratzer's a
mentions.
totally underrated drummer. Fucking great fucking band, REO Speedwagon. And we get to your number 3, Joesph.
Yeah, that Good Trouble made my honorable mentions, but I'm going to bring up for my number 3 an album that, Mark, you already mentioned, an album that I love, but there is one song that I do not like on this album, and it's the big hit. And that's Screaming for Vengeance by Judas Priest. And I don't like You Got Another Thing
I
Coming.
knew you were going to say that.
But I love, this is such a great album. Hellion, Electric Eye, Bloodstone, Take These Chains, Screaming for Vengeance. I mean, so many Devil's Child. So many great songs on this album. I mean, it's hard to pick a favorite. I love Hellion Electric Eye, Screaming for Vengeance are probably some of my favorite stuff on this album. But this is one of my, this is my favorite Judas Priest album until it's the best one between this and Firepower. I don't think they put out one as good as this until Firepower. This was like the last, like the really good run. I love Defenders, but it's a step down from this. Love this album though. Screaming.
Come on, you love
album.
Turbo, don't you? You love Turbo.
I like the song Turbo Lover.
I like Out in the Cold, Parental
That
Guidance.
Out in the Cold's great, and Locked In's pretty good.
Dude, Parental Guidance is one of the worst songs.
Whatever.
So bad.
So you,
bad.
Charles, you and Al changed places. So I'm going to go with you, Al, because I'm a little stoned. So what's your number 3?
Well, Joe should just hold that arm back up. Because that's my pick too, man. I mean, Riding on the Wind, bro. That's a killer. That's one of my favorite songs on that album. But yeah, I mean, Devil's Child, and I mean, it's the one I could kind of, you know, like I'm burnt out on You Got Another Thing Coming, but I guess the one I could kind of do without on there, maybe Take These Chains. I don't know. I'm not
I like
big
that
on
song.
I love that song.
Me too.
It's good, but it's not. I think it. I don't know, man. I think it's a little bit of a filler on there, but the filler is still good. I mean, top to bottom, it's a great album. I mean, like Joe said, that's the last of the classic run. My favorite Priest is 70s Priest, actually, but
Same.
But Screaming for Vengeance and Defenders were the first Priest sounds I ever heard because my older brother had the cassettes, and so Screaming and Defenders were the first ones I heard when I went back and discovered the 70s stuff. That was like, oh shit, man, they were dark and real heavy on this stuff, you know. But this was I thought Painkiller was a great album too. That was a return.
I like Nostradamus and Angel of Death. I don't know why.
Nostradamus?
Really? Angel of
Like
Retribution, you mean, Mark?
Angel of Retribution, yeah. The song Angel of Death's on there somewhere. So
Firepower is a fucking phenomenal album, man.
Yes.
If you want to talk about an album by a classic band late in the career being great, that's a great album, and Iron Maiden should take note of that. You know, honestly, I love Maiden and all that, but fuck, dude, the last few Maiden albums, I mean, they could take a cue from Judas Priest.
I listened to Firepower again a couple weeks ago for the first time in a little while. Still holds up 100%.
Oh my god,
absolute classic. Absolutely.
Oh, this Maiden.
Oh, I love Redeemer of Souls. Redeemer of Souls is so badass.
That's good album.
I love Redeemer of Souls, but Charles, what's your number 3?
I believe almost everybody's had it so far. I believe little band called the Mighty VH. No Hagar in this motherfucker. Knock it down. We're nearing the end of their great run in the 6-pack here with Diver Down, but it's awesome. I don't care what people say of his covers and all that, man. It's fucking VH at their best. Diver Down, number 3.
Yeah, they could fart in their sleep and it would sound great back then. Dave, that 6-pack is amazing, and I love A Different Kind of Truth, even though Jerry hates it. But what's your number 3, Andy?
I
don't hate that. I'm sorry, Andy. 1 second. I don't hate that album. I was just very disappointed with it.
All right.
Actually, I fucking hate it. You're right. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, don't lie. All right.
This is about already, but this is my favorite Scorpions album, Blackout.
Yeah, mine too.
With the title track being my favorite song on here, Blackout. I mean, it starts off, it's great. It's a really good album. I love it.
I was breaking into the vinyl.
Awesome, that album cover is awesome.
Oh yeah, look, going back to the Firepower. There you go. Look at that, man. Autographed by the whole band.
Of course.
Of course. Stop,
look at that, buddy.
Man. Whatever. But
yeah.
Jerry, what's your number 3?
Don't be jealous.
I am. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I said I need to move to Florida and hang out with you more. But Jerry, what's up?
Definitely the most deceiving album cover they've had. And then Cycle Circus was their second most deceiving album. But Creatures of the Night, man, great fucking record, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Come on.
It's been talked about a lot. We won't talk about it more, but fucking, I would love to own the fucking cover with Bruce and them on it, but I can't find that anywhere. What I do is like $500.
The
You mean
guy
with Paul's ass on the back?
the guy who lives next to you, the guy I get records from, he has that alternate cover.
How
And
much?
he also, I don't know, but he doesn't sell them for that expensive. And he also has that fucking 94 Crew album, like a remake of it on vinyl. So that's pretty cool.
I need to get Killers too. That's fucking expensive.
You could drive to his record shop, dude. He'll get you anything you want. He's a cool dude. Just don't talk politics with him. You'll be fine.
Yeah, no shit. I made that mistake one time.
Yeah, I love Jason Broderick.
I think my picture is up on the wall and I'm not welcome there.
Jason Broderick rules. He did have that Van Halen for me for $100, but I went on disability, so I couldn't afford it. He sold it to somebody else. But then I get to my number 3, which everybody thinks is probably my number 1. Rust Signals.
Oh,
This is a fucking perfect album, but I gotta go with what 1982 Mark was listening to for the top 3. This is kind of my third. I love Subdivisions. I didn't really get into it as much. The next album, Grace Under Pressure, is the one I got into, but this was the first album I heard. Grace Under Pressure made me a Rush fan. The Subdivisions kind of got me into Rush. Like, that's a personal song to me. But that's my number 3, man. We get to your number 2, Joesph.
All right. Like Jerry said, one of the most deceiving album covers of all time. Vinnie Vincent may have saved Kiss, but they still wouldn't put him on the cover. One of the best, one of my absolute favorite Kiss albums. I love this album so much.
I mean, they got Ace in the videos for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
they wouldn't even tell people Vinnie Vincent was playing until they were driving to the show on the radio, or like they're standing out in front of the building. Oh wait, Ace isn't here. It's Vinnie Vincent. Well, he must have really saved Kiss then. But
hey, listen,
Creature, one of my favorite Kiss albums.
listen. It's Kiss. They're the kings of smoke and mirrors, man.
No shit, man. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Psycho Circus, man, could have been fucking fantastic if it was a group album, dude. But
Exactly.
I'll bite the bullet. I love that album.
that album fucking sucks. I'm sorry. Just because of that.
I
reason,
like it
dude.
too. So
I need to listen to it because
that fucking ballad Peter sings. Like, what's the name of that song? Oh my
That's
god.
the only.
My
That's
way.
the only song I hate.
Well, I don't like Peter.
I
That
may find my way to you.
I like-
You know,
I like-
I like it.
Pete's got the best voice in the group, in my opinion. Absolutely.
One of, yeah.
I like
All right.
half that album.
So that's your number 3 or
Two,
number
number
2?
two.
What's your number 2, Charles?
Again, I think everybody's had it. And it's probably my second favorite album by the band. We're going with Screaming for Vengeance.
Yeah.
Judas Priest, man. British Steel's my favorite. I know. I'm just a nerd like that. But that's my favorite. But I do love
All right.
Screaming for Vengeance. So Electric Eye, man. I even love Another Thing Coming. I don't care. It's a
Great
hit.
song,
Love
dude.
it. Don't get
I
it.
never get tired of that. Never.
Never. Yeah, I saw him. I kept yelling for it. Another Thing Coming. They finally played it the last song. I was so happy. So
That's I think they close every show with that song.
yeah, I was waiting. Everybody's laughing. It was like this. I was like the play some Skinner, man. Dude.
Freebird.
Another Thing
Well,
Coming.
yeah. I was on
Everybody-
Andy's show the other day, and I'm picking more of the hits on the Black Sabbath albums. I mean, I don't care if they're the fucking hits. They're great. They're hits for a reason, dude. Fucking,
They're
they're
great
great
songs.
songs, dude. Fucking-
See, like there's some hits that I'm burned out on, some not that I'm not. It's weird. Like it's
I know.
weird.
Like, you know, I'm sure Bushy still loves Girl, you know it's true, but hey, listen.
Ooh,
He
Oh, they
loves
don't-
time for, he
Yeah,
loves
that's
time for
fine.
change. He cannot answer for that
Oh.
crap song enough.
That needs to be a remix episode.
Talk
man.
about a crap album. Jeez. ugh.
Oh God, I don't like you guys anymore. I'm just joking. But what's your number 2, Al?
Well, it's the first Maiden album I ever got, man. You know, Number of the Beast, courtesy of my older brother. He had that cassette. The album cover intrigued the shit out of me, and it kind of scared me too. There you go. You know, Eddie actually holding Satan up as a, you know, as a fucking puppet, you know. And listen, man, I know maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but I love the song Gangland. I don't know why.
I do
I
too.
like it too.
I love that song, dude. I don't know, man. I think it's a great song, dude. You know, all right, Total Eclipse is great too, but you know,
Well, I have
whatever,
both
man.
on the
Yeah.
remastered CD from early 2000s. I have
You know
both
what
of them.
pisses me off? This is a sidetrack, but this pisses me off so much. They put out these remasters like last year. They
Yeah.
cut all the bonus tracks off of it. They don't have
Yeah, I
Total
got-
Eclipse on here. They don't have
Yeah.
Twilight Zone on
So
Killers.
I got the 2000.
They don't have
early
Sanctuary on
2000,
the first
you know,
album.
the early 2000s where they re-released them in like vinyl. I got the
The
number
the
B with
98
both
one.
songs. Yeah, those are really good.
Yeah, but
So,
like
yeah.
the most recent CDs, they cut all the bonus tracks off.
Assholes. I'm
Yeah,
glad I got
those
ones.
those reissues from the '90s where it had the bonus discs. Those are
Yeah.
the best ones,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, the
And,
95 one with the bonus track discs. Yeah.
Yes, and so yeah, this is my first Maiden album. Although now Paul Di'Anno era is my favorite album. The first two albums are my favorites. However, this is still a great album. You know, Bruce comes in, and I guess being the first one I ever heard, you know, it still holds a special place in my heart. So, you know, Number of the Beast, number 2 for me.
It's your number 2, Andy.
This has been spoken about, and I'm going to talk about it again. Screaming for Vengeance.
Yes, sir.
2. This is a great track. One of my favorite songs, of course, it's got to be, you know, You Got Nothing Coming, but Devil's Child's a badass track too. The way it ends the album. The title track is great. Electric Eye, just great, man. So that's my number 2.
They never spent a lot on their music videos.
Not at that time.
No.
But when Turbo came out, they said
That
we'll
hot
spend
rock,
money
that
on
hot rock,
this.
that hot rock.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they cut so many
Yeah.
quarters.
They don't spend money on their good songs, but they'll spend a crap ton of money on Turbo.
oh, that hot rockin' sub video, man. Jeez.
You know what's funny about Hot Rockin'? Remember, I had AI make a butt rockin' song because Jeff Beers goes, "That's butt rock. That's butt rock." So I go, "What the fuck is butt rock?" So I look it up. It's like Nickelback and
Nickelback and like Limp Bizkit.
Limp
is like
Bizkit
butt
like
rock.
that. So I said, AI, make me a butt rock song. And it goes, butt rocking with the boys. I was like laughing my ass off. And then I go,
with the boys.
then I thought of Hot Rockin'. You know, he could have did that back then. I wanna go, butt rocking. It would have made sense. All right. Sorry, Jerry. I digress.
No, sorry. My number 2 is a band. This fucking band is Michael Anthony, Alex Van Halen, Dave Lee Roth, and Eddie fucking Van Halen. Period. Fuck the other guy. This album fucking rules. I love it, dude. A lot of people don't like this. Don't think it's their
I love it.
the worst of the 6. I like it better than 1984. I think, and I like that album too. But this is a great fucking record, dude. I mean, I don't care what anybody thinks. What a bad motherfucking band these fucking dudes were, man, back then. Fucking classic.
Yeah, man.
The good old days, man.
I get to my number 2. This album was everywhere in 1982. It's 1982 Marc. I played the shit out of this fucking album, and I still love it to this day. Michael Jackson's Thriller.
I know one of you motherfuckers are gonna pick that. That's why I didn't pick
fucking Thriller, Billie Jean, fucking Human Nature, PYT, fucking Beat It. How could you beat this fucking album?
Dude, it should be the
It's
number 1
still-
album all over, but
Hot take. It's my least favorite of his solo albums from that
Yeah.
time.
Well, yeah, but 1982.
I like Off the Wall, Bad, and Dangerous all more.
I'm just saying, but 1982, as a kid, watching these videos over and over on MTV,
that album
it-
was a monster.
it led
That
me
was
to
a-
buy that horrible Jermaine Jackson album and that
Oh,
Rockwell
my.
album
Oh.
because of Michael Jackson.
Rockwell.
Oh, Michael Jackson's on it. Oh, wait,
Rockwell.
Jermaine Jackson, he was a Jackson. He's related to Michael. And then after I bought the Jermaine Jackson album, I only liked Janet after that.
Rockwell.
Fucking Planet of the Ants or something he had. And weird shit.
As I got older, they should have called that album filler.
All right. And then we get to your number 1, Joesph.
All right. So this is an album a couple of you guys have mentioned already. It's not even my favorite album by this band, but it's definitely one of them. It's what you guys had mentioned a little bit earlier. You guys had summer albums. When I think of summer albums, this is the first album I go to. And in fact, my family had a cookout last weekend, and this was one of the first albums that we put on for that cookout. And as soon as the first notes of the title track hit, you're in for a great time.
Fucking
Blackout.
Yeah.
Blackout. One of the greatest summer albums. The party vibe on this. I mean, it feels like summer when you listen to this album. Blackout. Can't Live Without You. No One Like You. Give Me All I Need. Now. Dynamite. Arizona. China White. When the Smoke Is Going Down. 100% perfect album.
Yeah.
Front to back. Not a wasted second on this album. Favorite track on this album is China White, but you could pretty much pick any song on this album, and I'd tell you it could be my favorite track on this album. Absolutely my number one. As soon as I saw the year 1982, that's the first thing I wrote down was Blackout's my number one.
Oh, wow.
All right, man. What's your number one, Charles?
Oh man, it was a hard search to get here, but probably one of the greatest albums ever made. Bonnie Raitt, Goodbye to the Island. No, I'm joking, because that was 1981. See, I got you there.
You did. I was like, what?
No.
The Captain Tennille.
Anybody our age, look, quick history lesson here. If you're in that 48, maybe 50-ish, probably up to about 53, and you do not say that this album was not the top album of 1982, because it probably was also the top album of 1983, and it was probably the top album of 1984 for at least part of the way. We go on all the time about how 1984 was kept from number one by this album. We talk about how Pyromania was kept from number one from this album. This album sold 70 million copies worldwide. Actually, still number two in the United States of the Eagles' greatest hits.
Yeah.
If you came up in that era and said you did not have a copy nor love Michael Jackson's Thriller, you must have grown up on an Amish reservation somewhere.
Wait, how did you know?
Phenomenal. The album changed. This is an album that changed the world. When Nirvana broke number one with Nevermind, who did they beat out for that spot? Who did they knock?
Michael Jackson.
Dangerous,
Michael
right?
Jackson.
Michael Jackson, Dangerous.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was the benchmark. If you came up in 1982, hey, I love Bad Brains. I love The Clash. I love Van Halen. I love this. I love that. But everybody loved Thriller. And if they didn't, they're lying. They're absolutely very small percentage. Some real hipsters from back then might have said, no, I didn't. I'm telling you they did. I bet if you ask this panel, and they're being honest, and they lived in that era, they had Thriller and they loved it. Period.
Like I said, that was my number two. It's like
It
I
should
wore
be
out
number
so many
one.
cassettes.
I mean,
of that.
anybody our age, it should be number one. Nobody was.
There's
Judas
something
Priest.
that's better for
Nobody
me.
was waiting for Thriller.
Question
video.
for you all.
Michael Jackson.
Who has not tried to do the moonwalk at least once in their life? Come on.
I know I did.
I know I did.
Yeah. Who didn't just try it? Did it?
On carpet.
Thriller is an amazing album. It's like it's one of those albums that will never go away.
That was
Like
Billy,
unfortunately, Nirvana Nevermind won't go away.
I
he
like
did that
that.
on the Billy,
I like
the Billie
that,
Jean,
but,
the Billie Jean on the Video Awards, right? That's when he first did the
Yeah.
moonwalk.
Yeah,
It was
no, it was on the Motown.
Motown 25th anniversary.
Motown 25. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
That's pretty badass, man. It was.
Yeah.
But what's really cool is the single that really broke it. If you look at the charts, it went number one starting in February of '83. Was Beat It,
Beat It.
which Eddie Van Halen,
Yeah.
and dude from Toto. There, your buddies from Toto.
The whole band of Toto was the backup band, except for
Yeah.
the Beat It solo. They did the whole album.
There was rock
And
songs,
Weird Al. And
pop
Weird Al.
songs. Let's go. World beat, world music. Just a fantastic album. And if somebody
Yeah.
said, I don't think it's the greatest album of all time, but if somebody did say that, I would not argue with them.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's Thriller is number one of 1982 by a stratosphere. Nothing else came close.
I agree with you and disagree at the same time. But Al, what's your number one?
Hey, before I get to my number one, Charles was just saying how Nirvana kicked Michael Jackson's Dangerous off the top, right? Now, do you know what album kicked Nirvana's Nevermind off the top?
Pantera?
Trivia question for everybody on the panel there.
I have no idea.
Is it for unlawful carnal knowledge?
No.
Oh God, no. Please
Pantera?
no. Please no.
That would be Nine Arm. Adrenaline.
Ah.
Hey, I like that. I like that.
The very genre that Nirvana killed ended up knocking Nirvana off the top of the charts.
Oh my God!
Well, Def Leppard was like the only band to survive that. They were like the only one.
There was a couple more.
That hit
No.
number one
I don't know,
after
dude.
Nirvana.
I don't know, Joesph. You heard slang? That's pretty bad.
No, I mean that actually hit number one after.
Oh,
Nirvana
okay.
came.
I got you.
Pantera.
They were like the only of like the glam
Oh, that's
metal
true.
to hit number one after Nevermind came out. They were like the only.
When did Flesh and Blood come out? Wasn't that number one? Poison?
Before
God,
that was 1990. That was
Oh, yeah, I'm a
1990.
little off on that one. All right,
So,
that was a great review.
Anyway, if you all know me, you know my number one is I named my channel after a lyric in this song. You guys go ahead. Tell me what it is.
Rush Signals.
Signals.
Billy Idol.
Yeah, right. There it is, man. And I love that album cover. I've always loved that album cover with the Dalmatian snippet.
Yeah, I don't like the newer one they did without him. He's putting his leg up. You don't need that. We already know what he's going to do.
Yeah, it shows a sense of humor of the band. You know, the dog sniffing hydrant. You know what's coming next. You know what I mean? So, but as a 10-year-old kid, in 1982, it was Rush. The Signals wasn't the first album I bought by Rush, but it was soon after because I got Exit Stage Left as the first album I ever bought by Rush. Then I started getting all the stuff, and Signals was the newest album at the time, so I got that. Loved it as a kid, and the only and the song I didn't like actually from the time was Losing It. Now that has become probably my favorite song on it album because lyrically, as you get older, you kind of you relate to the lyrics a lot on that song as you're a person who's getting up there in age and stuff, and the way Neil passed away, and the song took on a whole other meaning for me. So I love it, and that's why I got to be on number one, man. It's my favorite band in the world, and I love that album. So Rush Signals my number one.
I know. Everybody would have thought I picked that number one, but in '82, that was not my most heard album. I did like it. I got more into them on the next album. But Andy, what's your number one?
Well, before I get to my number one, I just wanted to touch on what the great Charles was talking about Michael Jackson. No, I did not put Michael Jackson on my list because for me that album didn't age well. So, but in 1982 and in '83, man, I was all about Michael Jackson. I had the cassette, I had the Thriller wallet that was Velcro, I had T-shirts. I mean, I just loved it, but I did not put it on my list because right now I just don't. It didn't age well for me. It's weird.
Gotcha.
But my number one is going to be Number of the Beast. It's a fantastic album from beginning to top. Still, my favorite track on here is Hallowed Be Thy Name.
Yeah.
My favorite track on there. But I bought the 20th anniversary of Thriller. I found it like a couple of months ago, and the disc is gold. And it comes with a separate disc as well. It's a double disc. And I threw it on, and man, I don't know, it just didn't age that well with me. That's it.
Jerry, what's your number one?
Well, I mean, to add on to the Thriller thing, man. I mean, it's absolutely the most popular album of '82, no doubt about it. No doubt.
I mean, it was all over the whole world.
I disagree with you. I think it's aged pretty well. It's just Cool Two's not that on my list. I disagree with you on that one. But anyway, if you know me, if it's not Floyd, it's not Zeppelin. I mean, you know who it is. It's Iron Maiden. My favorite album, second favorite album is Killers. So I like Paul and Bruce. This album is fucking loaded with hits, dude. I love games. The only one I don't like on it really is Invaders. But every fucking other song has been like in their set list a lot. I mean, fucking A, dude. 22 Acacia Avenue, The Prisoner, Children of the Damned, even Run to the Hills, as much as the burnout I am with that song, it's still a great fucking song. Man, what a great record. Fucking Adrian Smith and Dave Murray, the best fucking metal guitar duo in metal history. Sorry, KK and Glenn, sorry, but gotta go with Dave and Adrian, man.
They didn't get good Yannick gears.
If they need a baton twirler, yeah.
God.
So Charles,
I finally see what everybody means with Yannick. Now I've seen him live. I see what everybody
dude, he's
means.
useless.
Oh,
He's useless. He doesn't
has what?
play until it's tracks that he played on.
Yeah,
He just,
that's like 3 albums. That's not like 3
he
albums.
plays when they play Fear of the Dark, and he plays any of the new stuff.
any
That's
album that he was on, any of the older stuff, he's like,
he's just
I'm like,
dancing
he's like
around.
those fucking blow up dolls. I go, woo.
Yeah, Adrian Smith left. He came
He's
back,
useless.
And Adrian still has more solos than he does. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
I
but
think it's cool. I think it's cool they kept him in the band. I guess I don't know, but
yeah, that's pretty loyalty, man. But
Well, we already saw Mark's number one since he was half holding it up.
Duran Rio. This Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, REO Speedwagon, Tom Petty, Night Ranger were like all there for me. But this one I played so much walking home from school because I didn't want to take the bus because I get beat up, kind of like now. But I'm just joking. But yeah, this is like the show for Rio, Hungry Like a Wolf, Save a Prayer. You know, back then, New Religion. I didn't have MTV right when it came on. I got it later, but I used to watch this thing with Richard Blade called Video Hits 1 on our local channel, Channel 9. And he was from K-Rock. K-Rock's kind of a national from Pasadena alternative rock station. People know them. They always rate high. But they played a lot of Duran Duran, Depeche Mode. He played it on his video channel. So I got into like Susie and the Banshees, The Cure, and Duran Duran. I fucking love fucking the first album. I love everything they do. There's a couple albums that are kind of sour for me, but overall they put out a good product. I love
that is a good album, dude.
Dude, it's like an album I couldn't stop listening to on the way. That and Michael Jackson were like my top two. Duran Duran was a little bit more.
That guy Richard Blade's a DJ on Sirius on the first wave now.
He is now. Yeah, he used to be on K-Rock, and he used to do a Video Hits 1 when I didn't have MTV on our local channel at 5 p.m. when I was a kid. And I watched all the stuff they played on K-Rock, basically.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I think he's on Dark Wave or something, or that Wave.
Well, first wave is, yeah.
And then Dark Wave is on Sundays where it's dark alternative.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number one album. And then let me get to my alsos and we'll run you guys down. Simple Minds, New Gold Dream, Depeche Mode, A Broken Frame, John Mellencamp, American Fool, The Cure, Pornography, Toto 4, Eulis and the News, Picture This, Except Restless and Wild, Oingo Boingo, Nothing to Fear. So Joesph, what's your alsos?
Right. So one that several people had on their list was Prince 1999. Great album. One of my favorite Prince albums that was right in that prime era for Prince. A band, well, another one that some people have mentioned, REO Speedwagon, Good Trouble. A couple good songs in there, not as good as the albums that came before it. This is when they started to fall off for me. But still some good stuff on there. A band that I'll be seeing on Saturday night in Baltimore, Maryland, Kansas, Final Confessions.
Nice.
Couple good songs on here. Love to play the game tonight. Great song. Some good stuff on there, but definitely after their prime period. And then some of my vinyls that I broke out that I didn't include on the list, but were some that I liked from this year. Pat Benatar, Get Nervous. Shadows of the Night is one of my favorite Pat Benatar songs.
That is my favorite. I hate it when she did it acoustic.
Oh yeah, it doesn't sound as good. It doesn't sound as good. But
no, I like it powered
That
up.
whole band is fantastic.
Some great stuff on here. Al Shirt, Billy Joel, Nylon Curtain.
Good one.
Great stuff. Allentown, Goodnight Saigon. Some great stuff on here. One that a couple people mentioned, Toto 4. Some great stuff on there. And my last pick, a band that we were going to do a show about, not an album that I really love of theirs, but it's a very sentimental album to me because it's one of my dad's favorite albums. He plays this album all the time, and that's 2XS by Nazareth. One of their albums that it's okay. It's not as great as their 70s stuff, but I have a big personal connection to this album. And I love listening to it with my dad. So it's a great album for me.
Nice story.
Charles, you have any alsos?
Nebraska, Bruce Springsteen, Midnight Love, Marvin Gaye, Bad Brains, Al mentioned damn good. And how did I not put this one? Almost made it, man. Probably their greatest album ever. Man, it might be as good as Thriller. To Rye from Dexy's Midnight Runners. What a great album. What
I thought that was 83. I didn't realize.
Come on.
You could Chularoo yourself on that one, man. Sorry, I had to say that, Charles. It's fine. I hate that song. God, that was torture.
The dude fired the drummer halfway through that video. The other half, the second half of the video, he's not even in it anymore.
Yeah, I always tell people, don't take it. Chularoo, laroo, laroo. Fuck that shit.
Culture Club, kissing the.
It was so bad that he lost connection.
We lost connection.
So bad.
Culture Club, what was that? Kissing to be clever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one.
Charles, we can't hear you, buddy. Find your hot spot. But what's your others? We'll come back to Charles when he comes back.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Roxy Music Avalon. Love that album. When I want to chill and kind of mellow out, man, I throw that one on. It's a great one. Asia's first one.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Yeah.
Album. Great album. Devo. Oh no, it's Devo. It's that's an awesome one. Robert Plant, Pictures at 11. I love that Robert Plant album. The early Robert Plant albums I love them too, man.
Me too.
The Zeppelin head. Those were great. First Billy Idol. I guess I don't know is that an EP or an album? I think it was an album.
Yeah,
It was an album.
It was an album.
Yeah, first Billy Idol. George Thorogood, Bout to the Bone.
Oh,
I
good
think
one.
that's a great one. That's what I got.
Charles, you cut out a Culture Club, Kissing to be Clever? Was
Oh
that it?
yeah, because I'll tumble for you. You know you like that song, man.
Oh God, no. I'd rather listen to Firehouse because they're good. I hate
Yeah,
Culture
good at
Club.
rib joints, that's for sure. Wait, go ahead there, Andy.
Andy, what's yours?
Oh yeah, Rainbow, Straight Between the Eye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would have been my number 12.
yeah.
Also Crocus, One Vice at a Time.
It's a good one.
Oh, great one too.
That's
Yeah.
a pretty good album as well. John Cougar with American Fool. Also, I also had but I took it out. Phil Collins, Hello, I Must Be Going.
Oh, I forgot that one. I suck.
No shit, dude. You fucking suck for forgetting that one.
I forgot
What's wrong
Phil
with you?
Collins. What the fuck's wrong with me? I would have put that in my top 5.
So happy about that one.
But
White
that's not a
Snake,
great of his.
White Snake, Saints and Sinners.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Sammy Hagar, 3 Like Bucks.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Put that in there.
I was
Oh,
waiting for Mark to say it. I was really waiting for Mark to say it.
I actually forgot about it. Maybe
Yep.
because you guys
Maybe
bound
because
me
it
so much.
sucks.
No, it doesn't.
I like it.
It went gold.
Also, Lionel Richie came out with his solo album, his solo debut.
Can't slow down.
Commodores, that's a pretty good album as well. And man, I know that y'all were expecting me to say Tom Petty Long After Dark, but I don't like that album at all.
I didn't think you would. I
No.
thought I'd be the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I thought you guys would pick up R. Did somebody do REM? You did REM, right? You did Chronic Town.
I just
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I knew you would do that one. But Jerry, what's your alsos, man?
Well, of course, Thriller, Michael Jackson, Scream of Revengeance, Judas Priest, Under the Blade, Twisted Sister, and thank you, Andy, for mentioning Straight Between the Eyes, great fucking Joe Lynn Turner, Rainbow, Black Tiger, Y&T, Black Metal, Venom, and Pictures Out 11 by Robert Plant.
How
Yeah,
did I forget Black Metal by Venom, dude?
I know.
Shit.
What I thought Charles would have picked Venom. I was
Shit,
like,
man.
I'm surprised at that one. But
That's
fuck,
a great
I also forgot to say the Descendants. Milo Goes to College.
Oh yes, goes to college. Damn, yeah.
That's a great album. So that's our show for tonight, man. Next week we'll have another one. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
One quick thing. Fucking get this if you don't have it because it rules, man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you. This is good shit right here.
We're supposed to talk about that, man.
Yeah. Look at this. 3 freaking CDs
And a
DVD.
DVD.
Yeah, fucking
For
awesome.
$14. $14.
I
I think everyone out here that likes Journey can spare $14 on Amazon to get this.
Yeah, I watched
Freaking
that DVD.
amazing.
It's no frills, dude. It's just filmed.
No.
Nothing.
30 amazing songs. I mean,
Great.
it's one of the best set lists I've ever seen.
I didn't think the drummer could sing that good.
Oh, dude, Dean's
Because
got
when I,
Dean Rash-
no, but when I heard
he's the best Steve Perry
I don't
impersonator.
like Revolution Saints. It was kind of stupid stuff. So that's where I first heard his voice. So I
You
didn't
hear
Yeah,
him
but
do
what-
mother.
Oh yeah,
Father
it was
live.
amazing, dude. But
Fuck, man.
you got anything to say, Jerry?
No, I'm good, man. This was a fun show, man. It's nice to be back. I missed last week. Nice to see Al again. We haven't had him on a while. And
Thanks for
yeah,
having
man,
me
fucking
on.
great show, dude.
I almost
Hey.
wasn't going to come on, but I was like, dude, man, I'm down here. I just needed a little break. So I threw the list together fucking pretty fast, actually. And I just wanted to come on and kind of unwind a little bit. So thanks, you guys. For
Always,
having me on.
dude.
No
Always.
problem. So pimp your shit, Al.
I'm unloading, I'm unpacking, and that's all. I got nothing going on, dude. Just nothing.
Well, your YouTube channel, you can still watch Be Cool or Be Podcast out.
Yeah, will be podcast, YouTube channel, my Facebook group, and that's it, man. I mean, I'm just busy, but I'll get back on track when I get back. So thanks, for having me on, bro.
Andy, pimp your shit.
Yeah, on YouTube, I got the Blackspinner Circle. You can watch my videos on there. We are all on there in different times of the weeks. And also next week, we are going to be ranking Tom Petty and the Heartbreaker albums next week. I think Marc is on that one, and then we'll see who else joins. But the week after that, Al, correct me if I'm wrong, because I can't get the title right. We're going to be doing top albums of the 90s released by 80s artists. Does that make sense?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So that's going to be
So-
the week after Tom Petty.
So a lot of the bands that got destroyed in the '90s that were big in the '80s released great albums in the '90s.
I agree.
So,
That's a good. That's a good title. That's a good one.
That's a good topic.
Yeah.
so we can do that one. So that'd be a great show.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those bands released awesome albums and they just flew under the radar. Nobody wanted to know about them. Nobody wanted to care, and it's just bullshit to me. So,
I think
So we're
Y&T released some good albums in the 90s, man. Joesph,
all
got
those,
anything to say?
like Charles says, all those rib joint bands did release some good albums.
Yeah, they did. LA Guns too. Joesph, you got anything to say, man?
I don't got nothing to pimp like these guys do, but I spend a lot of money on physical media, as you can see. And
That
you
is
do
the
same
fucking
thing, too.
tidiest. That's the tidiest fucking
I spent like
setting. I mean,
all
that's
day
fucking
Tuesday.
meticulous, man.
I spent all day Tuesday organizing. I have a bunch of like those big long CD things under my bed. I think I figured out. I made an Excel spreadsheet. I'm up to about 850 CDs. So
Yeah.
physical
Good idea.
media. it's
I don't
important.
know how many
Support-
I have anymore, dude, but I got
Support
a
your
whole
local
rack
record stores.
and
Buy
another
physical
rack
media.
over here.
100%.
All right, Andy, I'm gonna
Yeah.
test you right here. Do you
All right.
have in arm's reach a Van Halen CD?
Van Halen CD
In arm's reach now, not in arm's reach.
in arm's reach. I'm thinking what I have around me. No, I do not. They are stored
Oh,
over.
got him. He doesn't have that one nearby. Cool.
Hey, Charles, man, you got anything to end it with?
Nope. It was a good show this week.
There you
Like,
go.
share, subscribe.
Yeah, man. Jerry.
I already went, man.
All right,
All right,
then
I
I'm
just
gonna
want-
say hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe, and
want to,
share.
Al wants to say something.
Okay.
I just want to say, nice meeting Joesph Staub over here. So
Yeah,
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 nice
how
meeting you
rude!
guys.
How
It's
rude of
great.
us, man! How rude of me!
Yeah,
I
I'm sorry,
apologize. I
Joseph.
should've-
I keep on
Should have
forgetting.
introduced you guys. That's my
Yeah.
bad. My bad. I always fuck up introductions, dude.
that's
Yeah.
your mouth, Jeff.
It's part of my thing, man.
Well, you got it this
Yeah.
week because you picked the episode. So I always think
Yeah, I know. I
Franco
fucked
picked
it up. You know,
Yeah.
Move on.
Then when Charles picks it, he gets go first. If I pick it, I'll go first. Whatever. But thank you guys for being on here. Hit the like and subscribe. Sorry you guys didn't like the Clapton versus Brian Adams. We try. But
I liked it. It was just-
some subjects don't hit hard for people. And I think it was mostly Brian Adams.
You,
But,
you know which unplugged you got to get me back on for.
Kiss.
The great unplugged.
That's Charles's thing whenever he schedules.
Yeah,
it.
that may be the best in my opinion.
Charles
but we won't
know.
Charles
We
picks
won't
all the
know.
unplugged battles.
Spoilers. but-
No spoilers.
I said we don't know that yet.
Yeah, we don't know that but I'm just saying Charles picks it, so I don't know what's next on that. You have to find out till next month. But let's get the fuck out of here. Later, guys. God bless.
Bye, y'all.
Later.
Uh,
Bye.
See ya.